Welcome back, Full Heel Podcast. I am your host, Rafael Chairez, the host of the Full Heel Podcast. Joining me today, my buddy, Ryan Dempsey. It's more of a basketball thing, right?
What's up? Sorry.
That's more of a basketball introduction, right?
Yeah, I feel like MJ. It's my last dance. I got the Jazz looking across from me right now. I'm getting ready to hit that winner at the end.
Dude, so I hate on people that are like, oh, Jordans. I've never had a pair of Jordans, but here's my justification for wanting a pair of Jordans now. I saw him play twice. It's not that I've never wanted them. It's just that I've never had the money to afford them. So I've never gone out of my way to spend the money to buy them. I saw him play twice in the 98 season. I was taken by my cousin to see him play against the Grizzlies and the Bucks. Oh, Vancouver Grizzlies before they went to Memphis.
But way back in the day.
98, so you guys know. Yes, nosebleeds, but still, MJ.
That's Bryant Big Country Reeves kind of days for the Grizzlies.
Yeah. So I looked it up. I'd either want to get the 1s, the 11s, which 11s are the most popular. The 1s are his first shoe that he played in.
I love the 1s.
But frankly, I think the shoe I need to get is the 98 13s, the either white or in the black, because I don't know what I could probably pinpoint it down. My cousin has the picture of the tickets that we actually went to the games of. So
that's cool.
I could probably find the date of and see if I can find the shoe he was wearing and actually buy that same shoe, or just buy the 13s. But the 13s right now are the ones that I want are white and black and red, or the black and red ones. But they're expensive. They're re-releasing them, but in blue, which look like shit. So I don't want those. I don't want the.
So I was gonna say, I thought you might go for like the blue 2002 Washington Wizards getup.
Hating over there, hating. He still had a pretty good season. Yeah. He still had a pretty good season.
He did.
He averaged like 20 points that season for being an old man.
But you got to give him the credit though, because I mean, you look at that roster. It's like there wasn't a whole lot of people who are playing with them. Like it's like we can give the ball to Jordan, or we can give the ball away. Your choice.
That series brought up a lot of not buried emotions, just forgot emotions, dude. I relived a lot of those emotions watching them lose the games, like when they were going over the losses, like in the playoffs. I was like, oh man, like when they were losing to the Jazz or something,
or like that shot against the Pacers was a game 4, game 5 when Jordan hits that shot, and I think Reggie Miller said, we're standing underneath the basket, and I'm looking, it's like it's going in. And you see that shot, and it's like hits the rim and just like out, and it's just like, oh man, like you imagine, like they were just eliminated by the Magic, and then they had then they went off and they had the greatest season of all time, but still in that greatest season, they were pushed, and then the next year they were pushed, and it's like it wasn't as easy as people make it out to be. Like they did have it wasn't like 4-0, 4-0. There were 4-2, 4-3 series in there also, like. Even when they were up in the finals against the Supersonics, when they were up 3-0, and then Jordan kind of got shut down a little bit by Peyton, and they're like, well, if he had just guarded Jordan the first 3 games, what's the outcome of that series? Like, who knows? Like, history is written and maybe differently. Who knows? Like, but I mean, it is what it is at day's end.
History could be so different. There's a lot of shots that could have not gone in. Like, what happens if the Bulls can't get past Detroit when Detroit's trying to three-peat, and Detroit goes on to be the crazy-ass dynasty that
Detroit could easily have, because that Lakers team, and there's nothing against the Bulls, but that Lakers team that Jordan beat for his first title, and the Pistons beat for their first title also, that was a pretty bad Lakers team. That wasn't the Lakers of the 80s. That was a really old Kareem. It was an aging Magic Johnson. There was they still had talent on the floor, but the key players weren't in their prime like they were 6 years prior.
Oh, 100%.
And it takes nothing away from those guys, because that team was still the best team of the West.
I just think it was, for the Bulls at least, it was getting past the Pistons in the playoffs that meant to them that series. They might have gone on to beat the Lakers, but that's who came out.
It was like the Pistons. They had to get past the Celtics eventually, and then the Bulls had to get past the Pistons, and then the Magic and the Knicks had to get past the Bulls. Like there's always that team that is the torchbearer that you have to get past. I mean, even the Pistons, when they beat the Celtics for the first time, they went to the NBA Finals and they lost to the Lakers, and then they took them the following year before they were able to beat them and set up their little 2-year run that they had. I love the documentary. I'm on episode 10 right now. It's the only thing I'm going to take away from The Last Dance is that Jordan is the executive producer.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of grains of salt to be taken. Like when you have teammates and opponents all coming out and saying that's not true, and then they're like, well, it was in the documentary. I'm like, it's all like when the subject of a documentary also is producing it, there's going to be a lot of shady things going on behind the camera.
Oh, 100%. They had to give Jordan so much creative control over that, or else it wasn't going to be released.
And that's exactly it. So of course,
I'm surprised as much got out as it did, because it was, a lot did get out. A lot of people are pissed how Scotty was portrayed.
Yeah.
How Horace Grant was portrayed.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. Like Jordan, when they're interviewing Jordan today, and he says these statements, it could be a 100% complete and utter lie. Mm-hmm. But he can get away and say it, and well, Horace Grant's on the interview, and Jordan's like, I didn't let him eat. Well, Horace Grant never replied on the documentary. Yeah, because they left things out because they could to make him look like that. Like, yeah. And that's the funny thing. Like I hear people saying like, oh, Jordan wouldn't let Horace Grant eat because he's a leader. I'm like, if LeBron James came out and said that, like Anthony Davis couldn't eat dinner because he had a shitty game, LeBron James would be ripped apart. Mm-hmm. But there's a double standard. Like, I'm not trying to like compare one to the other, but for some reason, LeBron James cannot catch a single break in anything he does, and it's because I think he's coming on the heel. Like, he was just coming into the league right after Jordan, and he had the comparisons of Jordan so early on.
Yeah, but I think the media tries to nitpick at anything and everything they can.
For sure. Story, right?
Yeah, they'll do it with LeBron. They'll do it with. They did it with Kobe. That whole blow up with him going to court and the whole rape thing. Mm-hmm. They blew it up to as much as they could. That chick wanted money, and the media went along with it and fucking hid facts that they wanted to hide on Kobe, and it made him look bad. And it took years for.
When you see when you actually step because I was never a big Kobe guy early on. Mm-hmm. I ended up coming around on to him. But I went back and I've read books on him, and I've read about that case, and not to get too much into it, but what I remember hearing when it was going on and the information that's actually out there that was just never reported on, it's eye-opening. And it's like, well, if that was released early on, that goes away really fast. Mm-hmm. But
it was that joke at the time. I think that's where it came out. The Kobe, where you take a shot from the Chappelle show.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they made the consent form. I think I've gone over this, and I think I actually I came to the realization. I'm like, oh shit, that's where it came from. Like that's where the Kobe thing came from.
He launches a condom or something, and it hits the girl or something.
He's with Rashida Jones, and he throws the condom because he busted all quick, and he's like you're not gonna tell anyone, right? And she's like, no, and he's like, or I'll sue your ass, bitch. And
right, yeah.
Yeah. But and then he goes Kobe, and he fucking takes a shot.
And he hits his shot, yeah.
So that I'm pretty sure that's where it came from.
But no, yeah, there's definitely a lot. Like it was fun to relive so much of that, because that's it's my childhood as much as it is yours. Like I wasn't in Chicago, mm-hmm. but I still remember waking up first thing in the morning, getting ready for school, and putting on the sports station and seeing the highlights and and at nighttime putting the games on and watching them. Like I was right there watching. It's like there are some behind the scenes things, like that whole flu game. Like he himself has been quoted so many times saying, I had the flu. And now here we are 23 years later. It's like, it was food poisoning. It's like,
it was pizza, bro. Come on.
Why is it now? Why is it pizza now? But like when they asked you 5 years ago, it was the flu game. Like when they asked you, hey, it's the 20-year anniversary of the flu game. What's your opinion on it? And he gives his opinion on it. Then like, oh no, I actually just lied to you. I'm like okay.
It's
Like,
not that
why
big of
though?
a. I don't think it's that
And
big
that's
of a
the thing.
deal
Like,
to
it's
like
one of
go
those
at
things
him.
that's like, if that's being fabricated, then you can easily argue how much more was fabricated about his statements and that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a different discussion, I guess, for a different podcast.
Yeah, it'd be crazy to figure out like if the whole gambling got his dad killed. That's an
Oh,
interesting story.
I think 100% it did.
Yeah.
And people that don't want to believe it, there are cover-ups in the world every single day
Mm-hmm.
that you don't know about in politics, in sports, in everything. And you don't think like, even at his own retirement conference there in '93 when he said, in retirement means I can do whatever I want. If I want to come back and play basketball, I'll do it. And like, oh, that's kind of weird. Like, why would you say I'm going to retire? And if I want to come back, that means that I can. That kind of, to me, it's
Mm-hmm.
like saying, like, I will be back. I just
Yeah.
need to take some time away.
Yeah. So I was born '88, so my formative years were the championship years, pretty much of Jordan. So I remember the glory, pretty
Right.
much the glory, especially the end of '98. I was what 9, 10.
Yeah.
Those are my formative years of being a kid. Jordan, he had a movie with fucking Bugs Bunny. He's in
Yeah.
McDonald's. He's in everything. My dad that doesn't speak English went to take us to see Space Jam. He's never taken us to see a movie.
That's awesome.
He watches Jordan. Like it was something crazy that I don't think I at least won't ever experience.
At halftime against the Monstars, Michael Jordan would not let Bugs Bunny have a single carrot because of his performance in that first half.
I'm surprised he shared his secret stuff with everybody.
yeah.
Which was still a lie, so
Yeah, look at that. He's been lying to kids this
this whole time.
entire run. Oh man.
But I think I'm gonna back to it.
You're gonna go look for some Jordans?
I think I did look online already on the website, and I found the ones in the color that I would want, Jordan 1s, which I wouldn't
Jordan
mind
1.
being my first Jordan shoe, just because it's Jordan 1.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't mind getting the 13 after that and searching for it. But they're only like $115, which is still kind of pricey. But they're the Jordans. No one says that about anyone else. Like,
Especially
they're
like when you
LeBrons,
have, like,
I guess they're Yeezys, but like they look like
but I mean,
shit.
even when you look at like anyone's shoe today, and like, oh, the new Chris Paul shoe is out, and you go to the store and you're like, and you're walking by, it's like $149. I'm like, what the fuck has Chris Paul done to make his shoe worth that much? Like, get out of here, Chris Paul. Like, but I mean, for me, that's like a lot of any shoe. Like, it's gotta be a good shoe. Yeah. I mean, I'm dropping $20 for some New Balance, and I'm happy.
One last thing on Jordan, then we can move on unless you got something else. I just think Jordan was able to come right. I think it was a talent and luck all at the same time, where he came in and he was able to first face adversity, overcome it, win championships after facing adversity, and then like having the emotional things with his dad happen to him retiring and then coming back and then doing it again for another 3 years. Like,
right.
I think it was just all, I don't know, it all came together all at once, and I think
he definitely came in the right time, because Magic and Larry in 79-80 blew up the NBA. I mean, the 1980 NBA Finals were shown on tape delay, which is wild to think about today. And what Magic and Larry did their first year to blow the league up that much, it allowed Jordan to go to the Bulls. I mean, he wanted to go to the Lakers. He wanted to come out of college a year early because he had potential to be drafted by the Lakers. But his coach convinced him to stay one last year. Plus, his mom wanted him to get his education and stuff. So it allowed him to go to a franchise that had history. It had players. It was known Chicago was a big city, but it never had a lot of success. And all of a sudden now the league is booming, and you have this talent there. I mean, I think you plug LeBron James into that, you have the exact same thing. You have because you have the one thing to say with LeBron James, that he never had a GM that would build around him.
Oh,
when he was in Cleveland, they're like, we're not spending money on this guy. We're not spending money on that guy. Like,
just think about this one. Horace Grant and Scottie Pippen, their rookie years, you have that.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. And you already have Jordan. Mm-hmm. You already have Jordan. These are just pieces that you're adding to a team, and you're like, we're drafting Horace Grant, and we're gonna get our draft pick. We're gonna draft them over to the Sonics, and we're taking Scottie from them. And it's like, what? That's insane. And well, at that time, not knowing what they were, that's taking chances, but that's good scouting. That is good
Like for as
scouting.
bad as Jerry Krause has come off, there's a lot of things that don't get mentioned in the documentary because he built that first championship three-peat. Then he rebuilt that with Jordan's help, that second championship three-peat. Did Pippen have a pretty shitty contract? Yeah, 100% he did. But at the time, he had 2 years left. If he doesn't sign that contract when he signs it, in 2 years' time, he's got 2 titles and an Olympic gold medal. And he goes into his contract year. But he was so concerned about his future that he wanted to sign it right then and there. And those contracts back then were like, listen, you put pen to paper, you can re-sign when this one expires, and that's it. Like that's how they negotiated back then. Times change. Is it crappy? 100% it is. But if he had waited 2 years, he probably would have, because the NBA would have been so much bigger. He would have had 2 titles, like I said, and the Olympic gold medal. Mm-hmm. Oh, he would have been raking in the money then.
Yep.
But he signed too soon. Everyone says it's Jared Krause. It's not Jared Krause. No. Jared Krause is the reason why he has all of what he has, to be honest. And that's the thing. Like, you look at LeBron's career. Why did he go? Oh, he had to go to Miami to win. But yeah, because every time he said, hey, how about you sign that free agent? Nah, he wants $2 million more than we're willing to spend. So we're going to give you Mo Williams. Oh, okay. And people are shocked that he left. Anyone would have left. If Jordan was in Cleveland and that was the situation, Jordan would have left Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's just facts. Like, you can be mad at it and say, oh, my guy's better because I was young when I watched. Not you, just people in general. Mm-hmm. I watched Jordan when I was growing up, so therefore he's better. That's not, no. I think I'll say Magic Johnson actually had the perfect quote when he said LeBron's the best all-around player, but Jordan is the best pure player.
Yeah, this is why I tell people Jordan is my GOAT, because everyone has a debate on it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. I hate the GOAT thing. I always like the Mount Rushmore. I like to say, because you can't compare a center to a point guard to a power forward. It's like trying to say who's the best hockey player, Wayne Gretzky or Martin Brodeur. Like, well, one's a goalie, one's a forward. Like, you can't compare that. Mm-hmm. It's different skill sets. It's everyone. You need to be like, you need to be able to say build your team, build your top 5, and that's who you think are your best players. That's it at day's end.
And Jordan is always, and if he's not in everyone's top 5, I think that top 5 is faulty. He should be in everyone's top 5.
He's 100% top 5 of all time. Like, there's no doubt with that.
And I'll fight everybody for that.
Everybody.
I'll meet him at the fucking downtown park in Chicago. That way they don't know where I live. We should probably start this pay-per-view before we get ahead.
Before we get too going about Michael Jordan again. Round 2.
We should probably talk about wrestling though.
Yes, we should. Because we're in your house again.
In your house number 2. Go ahead and bring it up if you guys haven't already. We'll give you guys a second. In your house 2, July 25th. It's fucking blocking it.
23rd.
July 23rd, 1995. The main event.
Another stacked card when you look at this talent roster of talent at the time and what they become in the next few years. Like, once again, like we saw last week, another in your house that was supposed to be this like a filler pay-per-view, packed with names and talent.
All right, Ryan, you want to give us a countdown while I get us ready over here?
Yeah, you let me know when you're ready, and I will do the countdown.
All right, I'm ready.
You ready? All right. So we're gonna go on go. So we're gonna go 3, 2, 1, go. Make sure I got my volume down.
I got my captions on, volume down. Starting with the Roby stuff.
This is the one, not to be a complete spoiler, but this one being, I think, was this in Nashville?
Yes, it's in Nashville.
Yeah, this is in Nashville. So this is the In Your House where you see Jeff Jarrett's live performance of With My Baby Tonight.
Did we see we saw the recorded one then at King of the Ring then, right? Because
where he's at like a country bar.
Yeah, it was Jeff Jarrett clearly singing with this guy's vocals over his.
Yeah, you can tell he's clearly thinking on here. Yeah,
you can see And they didn't even do a good job of syncing up the.
I think they really wanted to point, like, looking back at it, it looks like they tried hard to make it look legit, but they also made it look obvious that he was faking it for the sake of the storyline.
Yeah.
Because I think he ends up having like the Milli Vanilli. I think it ends up.
That's the story angle they go with it.
Yeah. Like who else was it? Milli Vanilli. There was also it was a Jessica Simpson.
Know it, girl, you know
Yeah.
it, girl, you know it.
Do you remember back like 15 years ago on Saturday Night Live when was it Jessica Simpson?
Ashley Simpson, her sister.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're on stage and like she starts singing and there's no vocals and just she starts like hoedowning it. And we're like, you could literally say, "Oh, look at that! The end of her career." And I'm watching it live.
She starts doing a jig and then like they're like, "Go to commercials, go to commercials.
No,
we need out of here." Yeah, but no, they the King of the Ring.
Oh, look at Jerry with the cowboy crown over here.
Yeah. So we're coming off the Kiss My Foot match too at King of the Ring. I watched that and I saw the Raw after. The Raw after they actually introduced Isaac Yankem Kane. That was his introduction to the WWE. He gets introduced because King wants his mouth.
He had to go to his dentist.
Isaac Yankem.
Pritchard had loved that one. Like it started off as a joke.
Yeah,
it was just like a joke. Like, yeah, my dentist. He's the worst dentist, but I always go to him. Oh, what's his name? Isaac. It's like Dr. I Yankem, and Vince loved it so much that they just turned into a character. Like
right after the Kiss My Foot match.
What about Glenn Jacobs though? Hey, like how do you go from Isaac Yankem to the fake Diesel to getting one of the greatest gimmicks in wrestling history with Kane? Man, like
I don't know. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 kid.
Love this outfit.
And NWO member. You choose. Brother. He's going to be a Lumberjack later on for
Diesel, right?
Yeah, for Big Daddy Cool. They introduced the Lumberjacks the day before at Raw. Yo, you're throwing kicks and shit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Also, King of the Ring, we got Mabel. When it becomes King.
We beat Savio. Savio was getting a crazy push. We had just seen him introduced at the previous In Your House 1.
That's right, yeah.
And he was actually thrown into the tournament, advanced to the finals, and got beat by Mabel.
I think he beats Razor at one point, too. I forget. I think it may have been like one of the qualifying ones that we didn't see.
No, Razor didn't qualify because he has broken ribs or something, so he didn't get cleared by the medical staff to be in a tournament. He's clear to have one match, but not to be in a tournament-style match.
Okay, so there was
Ryan.
Because I remember there was a King of the Ring where Razor, I think, I could be wrong, but the Razor takes on Savio in a qualifier and Savio wins. But here's... Ooh. 1, 2, 3 coming right after Jesse James.
I think it's going to be next...
Maybe the next year's?
Yeah, does Savio face Austin in one of those? No, right?
I don't think so. He might. If he did, it would have to be 96.
Because I think it's Razor's exiting.
Yeah, Razor would leave in 90. Actually, he wouldn't be in the 96 King of the Ring. He's gone by June 96.
Yeah.
NWO was starting up right then.
Yeah, they were already doing shit in May and March. No, in May.
Yeah, I might be thinking something completely different then. But Savio could have fought Austin
the year after that.
In one round in 96, because that was where Austin blows up in the 97. He's over already. Mm-hmm. And we also had two future DX members going at it here.
Yeah. Out of the two, I probably say I like Sean Waltman better out of the two.
I'd say you just watch how Waltman did the leapfrog on Road Dogg or on the Roadie here, and Roadie tried to do the leapfrog on 1, 2, 3 Kid. He could barely get over him. So you could see Jesse James definitely got over more because of his mic skills than his in-ring skills. He was definitely more the entertainer than the superstar, if that's fair to say. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3 Kid definitely had much more in the way of ability. He was just, if he was a little bit bigger and could talk better, he probably would have he probably could have got better pushes, but nonetheless.
I could have used him a little bit better. 1, 2, 3 kid.
I think 1, 2, 3 kid had a course. It could only go so far.
Because of the corny gimmick.
Yeah, I think when he does turn heel, if they had just changed him from the 1, 2, 3 kid then, and maybe just change his name just straight up to like Sean Waltman then, or change his name then and there to something, maybe you can go with him farther.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. See Razor here? Or? Oh,
Yep.
Double J getting ready for his concert. Fuck.
JEFFJARRET. Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah. And then when
Why is
that
he
was
helping the roadie?
he's got to hear his concert. He has no time for the roadies.
Spend
gotta get
my day looking hard on the road. We're trying to steal gimmicks, but that's about to go on, all right?
I thought Bruce Pritchard, man. The first time I heard that, I damn near pissed myself, and
Yeah.
I've never gotten tired of it. It's so good. I love when Conor would be like, "Can you imitate, like, say, like, I don't know, can you do Stone Cold doing Jeff Jarrett singing that song, or can you do Vince McMahon doing Jeff Jarrett doing that song?" And to Conrad's credit, or to Bruce's credit, he gives it a go.
Mm-hmm. I haven't listened to the last one. I think I don't know what it was. I downloaded it.
Judgment Day 2005.
Yeah, there we go. Since I took Friday off, I didn't get to listen to it. Usually where I do my listenings.
They were talking. Yeah, they mentioned in that one with JBL it was a I Quit match. JBL and Cena, and Cena, gets color, and he's like just gushing blood.
Don't ruin it, right? No.
And they were saying how it's funny that in 2004 he fought Eddie Guerrero at Judgment Day, and Guerrero gushed. In 2005 he fights Cena at Judgment Day, and Cena gushes. Oh.
Do you think JBL makes the ladies gush too?
I don't know, man.
He's a big Texan, bro.
He's a big Texan. Got
JBL the Gusher.
The Gusher.
They could have got it. They could have made a gimmick. They made that 70s dude. They could.
There, yeah. I almost feel like you need to have like that 1970s announcer, like the Gusher. Like, from parts unknown. From down south. The Gusher.
The Gusher.
Oh, like talking to his backup singers.
Oh, I showed you that Kurt Angle that I got in the mail, right?
Yeah, and I love how you did the WrestleMania 2000 double belt.
It's true. Well,
I love that.
So I had to justify it because he has the bass that comes with him and it plays the song.
Right.
So it's pretty cool. I have 2 rocks. Both of them have Intercontinental Championships, and one's in my ring and the other one's on display. So I jacked that Intercontinental belt. Come on, Rock. You got 2 of them. Don't be greedy. I got 2 figures. And then X-Pac came with a European belt, and it's X-Pac. He's already with his buddies in DX, so he won't miss it that much anyway.
And X-Pac, too, like, he was one of those guys that whenever X-Pac had a title, like, be it tag team, Intercontinental, for some reason, it didn't mean anything. When he was a champion, it was just like, okay, he doesn't, like, his character with a belt and without a belt was the same thing.
God dang.
And I mean, that's nothing against X-Pac, because I think he's a fantastic competitor. I love watching him.
But he's not known for like.
But he's not known for having title runs. Mm-mm. It's not like you think like, Ric Flair had 16 world titles, Cena had 16 world titles, X-Pac had 3 European titles. Like, no, you don't mention that stuff. Like, it's
no, for X-Pac is a damn nice.
That was a nice spinning heel.
Yeah, he's using a lot of good kicks on the roadie here. No, but X-Pac is more known for X-Pac. 1, 2, 3 Kid is more known for beating Razor. Then he joins NWO. Then he joins DX. That's what he's known for. And then China and the porno. It's all the same.
Haven't we all spent one night in China?
I've seen it. I won't lie. I've seen the one where they run a train on her.
I remember when it first came out, my buddy was like, "Oh my god, dude, China's got a dick." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Dude, her clit, it's like it's the size of my cock." I was like, "God damn!" Like, I don't know if that's making me want to watch it or not. Like,
hey, dude, you got a small cock.
that too.
Like, she's got a big one, but you got a small. Like, I wouldn't be comparing sizes. I'll just say she's got a big one.
Yeah.
That's what I've always realized. Don't ever compare sizes with girls, whether it be tits when you're fat or cocks when they got fucking big old clip.
Yeah.
You don't want to do either ones. You don't want to have to tell the. You don't want the comeback to be like, oh well, I got bigger tits than you, because it's not
That's
flattering.
not a good thing.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Like we saw last week with Mabel,
Oh, dude, I watched the King of the Ring match. It was horrible.
Oh,
Savio was carrying it the whole time, and
you
Savio
watched
was
that
throwing horrible punches.
Adam Bomb was doing things that he normally didn't do because he had to be innovative. How am I supposed to make it look like I can knock this big guy down? Like
Mabel rolled out of the ring instead of falling out of the ring. He wrestles different. Oh, that was not cool.
That was rough.
Whoa. Did he beat him on that? Yeah, right?
Yeah. He might have killed him on that. I don't know.
He did a pile driver off the fucking second rope. The roadie did
that.
Yeah,
but it looked like X-Pac's foot got caught on the rope on his way down.
Yeah, it was pretty messy too.
If anything, that probably saved him a little bit.
Yeah, not only is it a messy move, but it.
Well, dude, I can actually say for the first time ever, I just saw a fan wearing a Bob Sparkplug Holly T-shirt. I didn't even know he had merch, let alone someone actually was willing to buy it.
You're hating on Sparky.
Hey, I love Hardcore Holly, but let's be real here. He wasn't known for selling merch.
No, let it be known. Go ahead. Let us all know how much you hate Bob Holly. You might find that on whoop your ass.
Oh man, Bob Holly, like what, 10 years away from the business? Maybe now, maybe a bit less. I still would not.
Yeah, I think he still takes it serious. Yeah, I think
I've heard too many stories about was it Daniel Pewter? Oof. Let's see this again. Yeah, look, he did. Oh god, that looked rough.
Not cool, dude.
It looked like as he was trying to lift him, it looked like X-Pac tried to go back down and he was already dropping backwards there.
This guy's doing a mic check over here. Is he about to sing too? So he's gonna go from the roadie to
the roadie. So he's the roadie, right? So he's got to check all the levels.
Oh, okay.
He's had his match, but now he's actually got to do his job.
Yeah. How can no one tell that he's the voice?
Ooh. Someone got a haircut since the last time we saw him.
Is that me in the background? King Kong Bundy?
I thought you were talking about Kama. Like he's got a little bit more hair, but maybe.
Look at me in a singlet. You'll see what I'm talking about. King Kong Bundy, bro.
Yeah.
At this time, a lot of people though didn't really take King Kong Bundy that serious. He was in WrestleMania 2. He main evented, didn't he? Or WrestleMania 1. It was 2.
WrestleMania 2. Yeah. Well, I was listening to an episode of Crime and Sports, and they were just talking about how did you get into wrestling, kind of briefly. Mm-hmm. And the one guy's like, "Listen, it was WrestleMania 2." And my older cousin came up and was like, "Hey, why aren't you watching WrestleMania 2? King Kong Bundy is fighting Hulk Hogan in a steel cage." He's like, "At this point in time, I didn't know what a King Kong Bundy was. I didn't know what a Hulk Hogan was. I had an idea of what a cage was.
Yeah.
But all I knew was that I had to see this shit."
It's where they keep immigrant Mexican kids.
Yeah. But it's like,
hey, not me, bro. Hey.
It's so
free
true
them kids. Free them kids. Ryan wants to keep them in cages. He told me off air.
Yeah. But you think when you're a kid, like what got you into wrestling? All you had to do was say like one monster name versus another monster name in a cage, you were in. Mm-hmm. It didn't matter how old you were, if you were a boy or a girl, you hear that, you're like, I'm in. Sign me up. Where do I watch this? Like, an Undertaker is fighting an Ultimate Warrior? I need to watch this.
You know where I heard King Kong Bundy?
Where?
When he fought Al Bundy, or when Al Bundy wanted to watch him.
He fought Bud Bundy.
Yeah, he fought Bud Bundy, right?
Bud was a bumblebee. Mm-hmm. He gets squashed.
Yeah.
And then he comes back, and he's one of Peg's cousins in a later episode too.
Yeah. So I remember watching him on that show. I love that show because it's based out of Chicago too.
Yeah, I love that show. That was one of the few things about Chicago that I liked as a kid was that show.
We're hating on Chicago, bro. Second city.
All my teams that I grew up hated Chicago.
Yeah, no, I hate all. That's why I don't understand why everyone roots for everyone else, like nowadays. And well, I guess I get it because of fantasy football and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
But like Jordan taught me that I'm from Chicago. Fuck you, Wisconsin. Fuck you, Indiana.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Cali. Fuck you, Boston. Fuck you, New York. I'm winning, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
so even I carry that in baseball. But I'll root for Sox and Cubs though. It's Chicago, different divisions,
Right, yeah.
different leagues. One's in the National League, one's in the American League.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Is that, Razor going down?
Yeah, the broken ribs. Now, if I got to choose in the World Series, then I'll choose, I guess. But good luck
Right, yeah.
having both Chicago teams make it.
Yeah, I think like New York was the only time it's ever really happened.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and that's the thing. Like I said, like when I was a kid, it was like Bears, Lions, Vikings, hate them all.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like I know people that like these teams. I'm like, you know what? I'm also like I've seen my teams win. So I'm like, your team sucks. They didn't win this year. I'm like, I've seen my team win. You haven't. How are you talking? Like when your team wins, you talk all the smack you want. I don't like. I've seen my team win. I'm good to go.
There's my dude right there, Razor, dude. Greatest wrestler alive.
Is that the Puerto Rico and on the other side American flag, or is he Tito Ortizing it?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is too. He's Tito Ortizing it.
I love the fact that they're like, well, Razor's Cuban and this guy's Puerto Rican, so they're friends. It's like, wait a minute, but Savio's from the Bronx, and you guys said that Razor's from Florida area because he's Cuban. What's going on?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was like Miami based or something.
They're Latin. Just put them together. Okay. Just say that then.
You know what?
I find no offense to it. They probably gravitate towards each other anyway.
You put Savio Vega, Razor Ramon, and Mabel, and put the three of them together. You can call it Minority Report.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Vince. It doesn't like if they're not white, they must be friends, right, Vince? That's how it works.
They gotta be, bro. Minority Report. What? It's Men on a Mission, right? For Mabel and Mo.
Yeah, and
Mabel.
Oscar was their manager at one point. I don't know when Oscar leaves, but he was there briefly.
I wonder if Razor actually had like a legitimate back something where he could wrestle through it, but he couldn't just overwork it.
Yeah, because it does seem weird to not have him get more of a. Unless they're trying to really get Savio over.
Mm-hmm.
And he's taking it.
Ooh, he threw it off and threw it at Mabel's face. Because my back and legs are sore as fuck today, man. I fucking got a flat tire yesterday and I changed that shit. Felt like a man.
Until you woke up this morning and you felt old.
Yeah, then my back. Well, I was just sore. I'm like, I didn't remember I was going to feel this sore. I haven't worked out in a while.
How much of a sissy is Razor Ramon?
Why?
I mean, he's coming out here with this huge padded thing. Remember DDP had broken ribs and he was just put some tape on and that was it. Like,
yeah, but DDP wore them for like 3 years too, consecutively. He never took them off.
Yeah, I think Diamond Dallas Page had like 4 or 5 WCW video games in a row where his ribs were taped up.
Yeah, you could do the alternative gear where he's wearing the fucking taped up. That was his thing. That was part of his gear.
It was so funny.
Got Mo taking some shoulder tackles.
You can really see that this guy was never going to make it big.
Mo?
Yeah.
How dare you, because he's black?
Oh, God.
Oh.
Razor saved that one.
No, well, he's the sidekick on the
because
tag team.
When they came in, they were like originally a tag team that they ended up focusing more on Mabel.
Mm-hmm. And
you could just tell that this guy was probably there for the length of a contract, and then they were going to go a separate way with Mabel. Like, look at this guy. Like his in-ring skills right off the bat against Savio and Razor they're hurting.
Mm-hmm. Does Savio have the SV in his fucking back of the head again? That was so dumb. I didn't like it.
I didn't see it.
No, I think he got rid of it. Yet. He had it at King of the Ring, I think.
He brings it back, I think.
It's crazy. He just debuted fucking like 2 months ago.
Not even. Oh, no. Yeah, you're right, because there's teetering in between. You're right.
Yeah. My bad. King of the Ring. I actually went back and watched the ones before it.
Yeah, I've been I need to get back and into watching some
it's all right.
Some more wrestling from this era.
It's all right. Right now, I like seeming smart. Like I know what I'm talking about.
I just I've been slipping up on my wrestling watching.
RASSL. Yeah, that's
For some
wrestling.
reason, I became Ted Turner over here.
Drinking wine over there?
Yeah, having a nice glass of vino. Switching it up from
That's what's up.
coffee.
That's what's up. I need to buy an AC. It's starting to get hot. You were mentioning it was getting hot over there.
Yeah, 95 Fahrenheit where I'm at right now.
I'm starting to sweat as much as Mabel after
Dude,
the fucking three steps you took.
I think it was Monday or Sunday. I was wearing a hoodie because it was freezing cold.
Mm-hmm.
3 days later, it was like 20 degrees, and now today it's like 30, 35 degrees Celsius over here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like no, this is like we literally went.
Is
we
COVID
went
still
from
real? Is COVID still real? Is that still a thing?
Like I honestly went from early spring to middle of summer in a 5-day stretch.
Man, I gotta buy new tires. It's not like I was gonna go anywhere anyway, but like if the stores were open now, I can't go till I fix my tire because I don't feel safe driving down on my donut.
Automotive's not open for you guys?
I can, but I have not to buy I have to get new tires.
Oh, you have to get the whole new. Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry.
I can fill it up and shit like with air. I don't think there's anything wrong with the tire.
Right.
But they're already 6 years old and they're
yeah.
They're pretty bare and might as well just get new ones. Like it already went flat on me and like it's just gonna keep on flattening. It's low, so it's taking a lot of fucking. Since it's already low on the treads, it's taking a lot of weight more than it should.
Right.
I guess I don't know. I'm not a physics major. I'm a wrestling major. Like fucking.
We're waiting to get the. I think we're talking. I think it was before we hit recorder. We're trying to get you the that Joe Rogan contract. You don't have to worry about. You don't have to worry about your tires.
Imagine, Ryan. Literally, I would be able, if I could make money off the show, I'd be like, man, I want to go to Toys R Us. I haven't been to Toys R Us. I should take.
You just walk up and say, "Here, I'm buying the store."
Well, I'd be able to go over there, travel over there, have the money for expenses and stuff to rent a hotel or whatever. But I have the mixer with 4 mics and 100 or like 1,000 and something hours of recording time, even if we don't have a computer. But then if we have a computer, then I don't even need the memory on there, and then I could stream it live with cameras and everything. But
and actually, do your walk around Toys R Us.
Yeah. But by that time, I should have a laptop that I could just have as part of my portable unit to where I could stream live video while have my mixer with crazy audio capabilities.
Why would somebody try to pick up Maple there? Good God.
That didn't work in video games, bro.
No.
Yeah, but that mixer over there, it's gonna be
that's like the one nice little advantage thing. Like if you're gonna take a trip to see something or someone, like even if there's like say like in Detroit there's a pay-per-view and just you get tickets with you and Jeff. Boom. You guys can like record go and see it and record post.
Yep.
And it's like live reactions.
Let me take it in. We could record in there. I could because I can have the portable power supply since they're so powerful now. And I can just buy a superchargeable one that holds like a ton of fucking time. This is USB powered, so all I have to do is connect it, and we could record inside while watching a live event.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. We could record in the park.
Yeah.
Like anywhere, everywhere, and like it takes instruments. Like, it's a pretty fucking crazy.
It's a solid investment for sure.
It's $400 for like a little 6. Well, not even little. It's a 6-person, 2-input thing. So not only does it have a capability for 6 inputs of either microphones or instruments, but it also has two other ones that can come in as well. And then it has a function where I can hook up my phone. Like if you were to call me on my phone, I'd be able to hook up my phone, and you'll be able to hear everything coming through my mixer. Like if I play through my sound pad, because it has a sound pad on there too. It's got like 8 of them. You'd be able to hear those sound effects I would be making through the phone, and I'd be picking up through the phone as well. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah. That is actually pretty badass.
So I would be able to, like, once I get my other drum beat machine or whatever, with the keypad, I'll be able to hook it up as an external sources there on like one of the pickups.
Right.
And you'll be like, if you were to call me, or it'll just go through the mixer, so you'll be able to hear them you'll be able to hear them too, because it's playing through the mixer. and you'll be able to hear
Right.
everything through the mixer, through the calls and everything. The things that I'm going to be able to do with it are crazy. I'm already looking up at some tutorials, and I have it hooked up, and I have the setup over there already. I showed you earlier. I just have it set up ready to go,
Right.
so I can mess around with it and I can play with it. And I'm watching tutorials, and I'm gonna take these 3 days left, today, tomorrow, and Tuesday, to fuck around with it. And I'm just gonna fuck around with it. Hopefully, when COVID's over and these guys are able to come over, I have it down to where I know how to use it. My other beat machine's in, and I can do a bunch of shit with it. Razor's back in.
This guy.
Why is he taking on Mo and Savio's taking on Mabel?
Yeah, seriously.
Is Razor really hurt? Is he taking on the lesser of the load?
See what? Well, no, because what he's trying to do is he wants to knock Mo out so that he can do the Razor's Edge clean to Mabel.
So he wanted to get the Razor's Edge on Mo all along. Get him! Yeah, no, dude, that flat tire didn't ruin my day yesterday. It ruined it for a second. It was annoying more than anything.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. One of those things was just like, oh, come on, really?
Yeah, and on the bright side, it started raining right when I got done and got in my car and left. It started pouring all crazy.
Yeah, I'm for some cold water.
Yeah.
My podcast is doing good, thank you, Connor. That's one of your toy blocks. Because it was just sitting here.
Are you sitting on the toy blocks?
Yes.
Razor Ramon trying to take the big man Mabel off his feet.
He's taller than Mabel.
Razor?
Yeah.
Razor's 6'7", dude. He's just under.
It's when you see him against the giant that you realize, like, man, goddamn, he's big.
Mm-hmm. No, he used to call himself the medium-sized man, but that was only compared to the biggest men in the fucking.
Yeah.
The biggest of the biggest. I guess he just topped. He's got to be the biggest of the medium-sized men. Oh God.
He's the same size as Hogan.
Savio and Mo take a tumble over the top ropes, and Razor goes to work.
Thank you, honey bear. Thank you.
I love you.
Mabel smashes Razor against the corner.
Ooh, there goes those broken ribs.
Yeah. I need to get my car fixed though soon. Maybe next paycheck. I need to get it soon because Razor Ramon SummerSlam edition. Damn, he pinned them. He did a big.
You got the 1 for 3.
He got the 3 on Razor.
I guess he's the king of the ring, so he's gonna be getting a title shot. So you can't really take him off of him. To be fair, I'm surprised they didn't have him pin Savio for a second month in a row. But
we don't dancing over here.
Is that what that was?
That was something.
I mean, I've seen that exact same move. It's when I turn and my body has to try and catch up to me.
By God.
Yeah, like when you see Mabel hit the ropes, though, man, like, whew, you almost wait for those things. It was at Emmanuel Yarbrough in the UFC when he went through the cage way back in the day, like UFC 3 or 4. Like, oh Christ, here we go. It's coming up soon.
They about to do their song or what? Spend my days working hard on the road.
This is so corny.
Are they waiting on Jeff to come out? JEFF JARRETT.
I've never seen a time where a band is just standing there for an entire pay-per-view waiting for the singer to show up. Normally they all could have come out at the same time. Like, can you imagine if like the Chili Peppers are on stage for like 25 minutes just waiting for Anthony Kiedis to come out and just start singing? Like,
he must be paying him a fuck ton.
Damn, it's hot in here. Oof. I readjust myself. Oh, God damn it. Not like that. I mean, my
sweaty balls over there.
No, just the way I'm like the chairs like hurt. Everything's like.
I meant the chocolate covered ones, the sweaty balls from.
Saturday
Night
from SNL.
Yeah, SNL.
Yeah, I love that Christmas skit. Like I was sitting on the couch last night and I stood up. I could feel the heat coming off the couch. And, oh God damn it! I'm like, and this is like 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, that's not acceptable.
Yeah, it's not gonna get past 81 over here for like a week, so I'm gonna hold off to buying the AC till next week.
Yeah,
because I need it. Like me and my nephew live up here, so I usually have it for my room where I can close it and it cools in here. What I want to do is I want to buy a big unit so I can put it across the hall and that way it heats up or it cools the whole attic.
Right.
And that way he doesn't. I don't have to worry about him being like, "Hey, dude, leave your door open." That way it's out in the other window. That way I can have my window too, and that way when I'm smoking weed, it just goes out the window.
Yeah, that's right.
I
Yeah.
can just open the window here and pop it out, and then close the window back, and then cool again.
Do you remember what that guy's name was that had the long red hair? He was the guitarist. Was his gimmick?
S.A. Rios?
The fuck is this guy? I remember him. I can't think what his name was though.
Oh, here?
Yeah,
No,
this guy.
I don't know. I thought you were asking me.
Oh
like,
no!
Yeah.
This guy here, he's right behind Bam
Yeah.
Bam. He's got the long. He's got like the Guns N' Roses shirt on.
I'm like, yeah, S.A. Rios came out with a guitar once or twice, I think.
I like this Rios. I look this guy up.
Lita came out with him, right?
Yeah, that was her debut. Her debut guy, I should say, her intro. Here we go. Let's see the names here. Radford. That's got to be it. Was that Louis Piccoli?
I don't know. King was doing a great...
Man Mountain Rock, maybe? Maybe it was Man Mountain Rock.
King was doing a great sell job the week before when he got beat by Bret and he had to kiss his foot.
Yeah.
But Bret really stuck the foot in there.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if King took some yoga classes before that, but...
Oh, yeah, that was pretty cool, too, when he fucking folded him up and made him fucking...
Yeah, he shoves his own foot in his mouth.
And he had his sock all, like,
Yeah.
messed up. Like, it was clearly, gimmicked up, but...
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah.
We had talked about it last week that he was supposedly walking in, like, horse manure, and he wasn't washing it, and, like...
Yeah, he was trying to get it seem like he was going to be as gross as possible.
The announcer lady, too, was like, oh, even before that, she's like, oh, it's disgusting. I need to get away from you.
Yeah.
But they're playing it off pretty good.
Did they sell this the odor at all when King had his shoe taken off, or...
Did who?
Did they do any selling of, like, the smell when they took King's boot off?
Well, that's when he puked, when they put his own foot in his,
Oh,
in his
okay.
mouth.
Okay.
That's when he puked. Like with the Bret, when he didn't puke, he was just like, but then when Bret made him fucking
Do his own foot.
yeah, that's when he got really sick. He actually, he pulled out the sock and he made him take the sock at one point in the match, and then he made him kiss his own foot.
Now, be honest, Raf. How many outfits like this do you own? I know you got at least two.
Over $300 or under $300? Quite a few.
What an outfit! God damn! Like I don't even know the country
I do own a sombrero.
Like he looks more like an Axl Rose. Like he doesn't look like a country singer with this gear on.
I don't know what he is. He's got leopard print on his tejana. He's got a super sparkly black vest, but it's like rainbow sparkly.
Yeah, almost like fish scales.
Yeah, almost like fish scales to a point. And then he's got like again like leopard or jaguar or whatever.
I thought it was like snakeskin, almost like
print on the pants.
It's quite the outfit.
It's really weird. I probably should have turned it up. Is he doing the song?
Yeah, I think this is where it's gonna start here.
Oh, and he's got glasses on.
Not as good as last week's though, where everything was would light up. And Jarrett's still got a match today. He's got to defend his title against Shawn Micheals.
Yeah, Intercontinental belt today. I thought he was gonna say the world's greatest lover. Yeah, it's gonna find out the world's greatest lover. I don't know why I muted it right when the fucking song started. We're gonna get banned for this one.
Oh, here we go.
Not if we commentate over it, Ryan. We just gotta comment.
This is amazing.
He's doing good. It doesn't look as fake as it did in the video.
You know what it is? It's just one hand. What is this?
Hey, he's doing pretty good.
It is a lot better than the. Oh god.
Than the video, yeah. The video is really
The
noticeable.
video, yeah.
It is a little bit better. There we go, the back singers.
Go until they're actually singing live.
Man, they wrote a whole fucking song for this dude. I'm not gonna play the whole song. But that's Jeff Jarrett's gimmick. I guess that's why I hate him. He was Intercontinental Champion, feuded with Razor, and his gimmick was super annoying.
Yeah. See, and it's funny. Like, I love when people like hate on this era because it's like a country singer, an IRS guy, a native, I don't even know what Razor Ramon's character was supposed to be aside from a Cuban.
Scarface.
Pretty boy. You know, like as bad as I kind of like the idea that, like, for pro wrestling, these guys, like, one guy he would do your taxes, then he would go and kick your ass. I don't know.
Razor would bang your wife and sell you cocaine, you know,
and then take your gold with them.
Yeah, or buy it off you because he has cocaine money.
Why buy it when he can steal it?
Not all Mexicans are thieves, all right, or not all Cubans are thieves, Ryan. They might.
No. Yeah, the Mexicans.
Cocaine dealers.
I was gonna say, well, I mean, according to Eddie Guerrero, all Mexicans are.
But to be fair, Razor was Cuban.
Yeah, that's right. Hispanic. How with a just umbrella everybody.
Mexicans have to steal because Cubans got that drug money. They don't got to. That's how it works. But now it's the other way around, right? Now the Mexicans have the drug money.
The Mexicans got all the drug money.
The cartel shifted.
This bass, whatever this guy doing bass or guitar, he's right into this.
I wonder if that's real. They're playing. It's a little bit easier to.
I wonder if one of those guys was it Jim Johnston? Jim Johnston?
Oh, that wrote their music?
Yeah, I wonder if one of those guys up on stage is him.
Actually playing, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what he looks like.
To be honest, I've never seen him to know what he would look like.
Mm-hmm. You know how you were saying? You were saying something earlier about curbside pickup, right? To like Toys R Us keeps telling you.
Yeah.
So I looked up the spot that I buy toys at all the time, and they have something where I've been wanting to do it, but I'm like, nah, you gotta get new tires and shit. I can message them and be like on Facebook and be like, hey guys, what's up? They have curbside pickup 12 till the 6, but I just need to message them. I'm looking for WWE V's, Marvel this and that. Can you guys take a look and let me know what you guys have in your inventory? And they'll send me a list and everything, and if I like it, I can go pick it up.
That's all right.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
Some things with curbside pickup is good. Other things, obviously, it's not the greatest. Like my buddy builds stands.
Yeah.
And he had a girl contact him. He had a girl contact him about a stand for her fish tank.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, like, I want to build it, and it would take me not that long to put it all to build it for her.
But he hates the bait fish.
But it's like, if I contact whoever, like, I need the 2x4s to be perfectly straight. So you got to go to the store, because I was like, well, how else would it be? Like, oh man, you get 2x4s that have like curves to them and that, and it doesn't. And I never really considered that, but so he's like, I can't even do, like, I have all these orders building up now, and I can't do anything until I can go into a store, because curbside pickup's going to give me things that I can't necessarily return the materials, and then I'm stuck with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. But
yeah, you gotta. Home Depot was letting us go in, so that was good.
That's really good.
And I checked online if they had it, and it said they had it, like the fridge when I went to go pick it up.
Oh, right.
So I just went in, they let us in. I went to the fridges, and it was there, picked it up, and left. But they were letting us in at least.
Yeah.
Damn, who's Diesel picking up? He's gonna bang this chick? What are they insinuating?
Watching wrestling makes you young and cool.
Yeah, I guess.
Something like that, right?
SummerSlam's gonna be in Pennsylvania that year, I guess.
Is that 95, eh?
Yeah. So 95 around this time, WCW is doing Ric Flair versus, I think it was Hogan versus Vader. I forgot who Ric Flair was taking on. It was Bash at the Beach. 9 to 5.
We did that one, didn't we?
Yeah,
Where Vader and Hogan were in the cage.
Yeah.
Was Macho Man and Arn Anderson or Macho? Was it a Lumberjack match, wasn't it, for a Bash to the Beach that year?
Savage versus Ric Flair lifeguard match.
Lifeguard match. Sorry, yeah.
you gotta switch it up, right? I guess.
Sorry, it's a beach.
Yeah.
You don't have lumberjacks at the beach, Ryan.
And it was Hulk Hogan taking on Vader in the cage match.
Yeah, I remember that one being kind of a shitty ending, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think Vader took a nasty spill in one of those.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's right. R.I.P. Vader.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Macho Man.
Dave Sullivan here. Harlem Heat. Yeah, we did that one, so go ahead and check that one out. I think we just did a breakdown of the matches. We didn't do a watch along.
Yeah, we didn't do a watch along. We just we watched the matches separately and talked about them.
Yeah. Was this one of the Godwins?
Henry O. Godwin, yeah.
Yeah, I finally got out of the habit of calling him the Goodwins.
I love how they had to circle where he was going to be. Like, you couldn't see this big giant man in a bright yellow shirt.
And he throws a slop on Adam Bomb.
Dude, have you heard about the slop bucket stories?
No. Did they shit in them?
So it's supposed to just be like, you know, like say the guys like oatmeal and water kind of thing, make it look like pig slop, but they put some vegetables in it. If they didn't like you, like people didn't like Sonny, guys would piss in the bucket, take a shit in the bucket, perhaps, you know, other things in the bucket, and then he'd carry it down to the ring and dump it on them.
Do you think Bam Bam needed these theatrics, these accessories to his gear?
Nah, he didn't add that.
I don't think so.
I think it was just kind of him. He's a face now, right? So he's got to look. Yeah. He's got to have that. He's got to look. He's got to look slightly different. So we're gonna give him a vest.
He's a lumberjack for. I
think both of these guys are. I think everyone on the card ended up coming back as a lumberjack at the end.
Does Razor lumberjack for anybody? I don't think so.
I thought he did.
It would be for Diesel because he's a face right now.
Because
he's definitely with Savio. I'm thinking about getting flame tattoos on my head.
Yeah, why not? You only live once.
Might as well.
The Flama?
Flame on.
Actually, well, R.I.P. to Big Shad too.
Oh yeah, man.
That was. I mean, this. If you're a pro wrestling fan, this week already has Davey Boy, Owen Hart, and Macho all passed away this week in wrestling history, and now we unfortunately can put Big Shad on that list too, man.
And what a shitty way for me to put it, but what an honorable way to die. Like,
no, it's true. Like, I mean, telling the lifeguard, go get my son first, and then when the lifeguard turned around and he just watched him just get sucked under, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, and I was thinking about it last night. You think like the wave hits you and that's it, but you don't realize that when that wave comes down, it then sucks back into the ocean. So you're going down and sucked in at the same time. Like,
I've Bam Bam over the ropes takes a nasty spill.
Rough spill.
So I've felt that from Lake Michigan, but I've also felt that from what was it, South Carolina? I went to the coast, and we went into the ocean or the beach. I guess that's what it would be. No, it was in Florida. We went to Daytona Beach. It was cold in South Carolina, so we didn't get to go there. But when we got to Daytona Beach for that spring break, the water was fine, so we got in there.
Okay.
But they made us get out at one point because the tides were pretty crazy. And no, if you're in them and you feel them, you know it's fucking ridiculous. Like, you have no control.
Well, you get like that. You get like, what was it, the rip tide? Plus, you get the undertow. You get the currents that can go in different directions. Yeah. So like there were. I remember someone saying like how like the Detroit River, the current goes one way, and then in certain parts it goes a different direction. So you can easily, like, if you're standing up straight in certain parts of the water, you just get knocked backwards and pulled forwards at the same time. And if you're not an experienced swimmer, like, good luck swimming, like getting it. Like, it's you're going to struggle. No matter how, if you're Michael Phelps, you're going to struggle in that stuff.
These guys are having a great match, though. We're missing these
For
big guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're moving. They're
Henry
executing very well. They're moving really fast.
Henry got him with that lazy pin attempt, though.
Mm-hmm.
Bam Bam actually had a really nice DDT a few minutes ago.
Yeah. That DDT was pretty nice. Yeah, no, but we used to like ride the wave pretty much, like feel the wave coming, and then like let you take it. But like we would do that, by the time you would know it, you'd be upside down and shit, and you'd be crashing into the fucking into the water, and like the cops came at that point and made everyone get out of the water because the tides were getting way too crazy, and I could just imagine getting caught up in like out of nowhere, it's at your knees, and you're like, whatever. It's kind of, it feels a little strong, but it's at my knees or whatever, and then out of nowhere, it's up to your neck, and it's pulling you in, and you're fighting against it because you kind of don't know what you're doing.
And that's the thing, like, big waves, you think, like, it's that wave that you see. It's a lot worse is what you don't see.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you think about that tsunami 16-odd years ago there in Indonesia, when you watched that water that took over the island, it wasn't a giant wave. It was just the force of the water being pushed in by a giant wave. Yeah, I love that. There'll be no accusations. Just friendly crustaceans.
Homer,
but,
for the last time, we're not moving under the sea.
We're not moving under the sea. That's not the solution to every problem.
But R.I.P.
Honestly, Big Shad, R.I.P. And props if it's true to John Cena for that CTC R.I.P. name there that donated the $40,000 to his GoFundMe page.
Knowing the kind of person John Cena is, it probably is most likely true.
100%. That's what I would say.
I've never hated on John Cena for that simple fact that he's such a good person.
He's one of those guys where I don't like. I can separate character and person.
Mm-hmm.
You can he's always been a good person outside the ring, regardless of what you think of his character.
And
as a human, he's fantastic.
Yeah, as a human, he's a grade A guy. But like even in the ring, I don't know how you can hate a guy that stepped up when everyone left and everyone went on to do their own thing, and he was put on the spot and he ran with it.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not cool by Bam Bam.
It was a rough headbutt.
Yeah, or
miss.
Chest. Slam to the man by Bam Bam. To actually head dive, he's got to come at more out of an angle because he's so fat.
Yeah. And that's how Sid broke his leg.
Is that it?
And that's it. Knee, and that was, I guess, the 3 count. I was going to say the one thing, if you want to hate on John Cena, I was actually reading an article yesterday. Whatever Bella twin he was dating and engaged to, was it Nikki?
Yeah, Nikki.
It doesn't matter. So they have a new book out, the Bellas.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Nikki wanted, there was a story about John Cena she wanted to put in, and John Cena didn't want it released in the book.
Mm-hmm.
And she was doing this interview. She was like, I don't understand why he wouldn't want it in there. It was a sex story, and because he's so powerful and because he's so big, it was magical, but he doesn't want anyone to know about it. And I'm like, come on, John. Like, we might get some John Cena erotica over here.
Man, he's still visiting kids during COVID, bro. You got to keep that hog hidden. You can't see that hog, bro. Sorry, not yet. That's what he means by you can't see me. That hog.
Well, that was like was that movie Trainwreck when he's bangs Amy Schumer, and then when he's getting changed off in the bathroom, he's got like the towel cover. The towel's literally hanging off his dick. It's like a meter long.
Bob Backlund over here trying to get people to vote for him. He's going for president, apparently.
Got a Lakers jersey, a Kurt Cobain shirt. What year is it? 1990?
1995. How old was I? 7? Yeah.
Maybe not even. Find out when your birthday. Your birthday is November, right?
October.
Yeah, you're 6 here.
Yeah.
I have freshly turned 10 at this point.
This is HBK skyrocketing to heights no wrestlers.
This is the weird one too, where he's got like whenever I see Shawn Micheals with a beard, I always associate him with like not wrestling and faking injuries to get out of things and whatnot. Whenever he was like the big time face, he was always clean shaven, so it's kind of weird to say with a beard and be a face here. Still rocking that stripper gear.
Yeah, it's crazy to see that he didn't win as many World Heavyweight Championships as you would think he does.
I think he had, 3 WWF and 1 World?
I think something like that.
He beat
and
Bret.
The World one was like against HBK, right? Like, or against Triple H later on.
It was Elimination Chamber.
Okay.
He wins, I think, the first or second Elimination Chamber. But yeah, he beat Bret, beat Sid, and then beat Bret again. And I think he retired after that because of the back injury. Then he to his credit, when he got clean and he came back in 2002 and beyond, he said he didn't want any title reigns. He wanted to just go out there and just finish his career off on his terms. He's like, I just want to go out there and perform. I don't want to have the title, because that title is what ruined him in the first place. Chasing that title and then trying to hold it and everything is where he lost his friends, where he became. So he wanted a whole different run to his career. And Vince was like, listen, I'm going to give you 1 and you can drop it a month later or whatever you want. And to his credit, I mean, he may have had a tag team here or there, but aside from that, he's had some fun feuds for the last 10 years of his career, give or 9 years of his career, whatever it was. Not a lot of guys would do that, especially with his popularity. I mean, look at Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan went to WWF 7 years, 8 years later, well past his prime, could barely walk. And he gets the title over Triple H. Like, come on.
Put him over, brother. Hey, Hunter, put me over, brother.
Put me over, I'll leave your name out of my sex tape.
Now, would I get some gear like the roadie and wear it? Sure, why not?
I want to know who this ring announcer is. It says wearing. I get that you're, back Double J Jerk Jarrett. Yeah, I know, this is when, you saw with the King, with that cowboy hat, crown combination. WWF really worked their city for their gimmicks, but, this ring announcer guy wearing, the vest and everything, come on, just...
Look at this.
Now, Jeff Jarrett, here we go. Dim the lights.
Do they do a whole concert before or not, right?
The what, sorry?
They're not going to do a sing-along before, are they? Where's the belt?
No,
is that in this fucking jacket?
I think so. Who was I listening to? Someone was talking about how Jeff Jarrett was one of the last guys to really honor the title by always wearing it. No matter what, he would always wear the title.
Around the waist?
Yeah, something. I forgot who it was. It was an old school guy, and he said the one thing, say whatever you want, but Jeff Jarrett was the last guy to always wear the title. It's a nice title.
Over the shoulder doesn't count as wearing it?
I guess not. No, they said with Austin and that, just holding it. You're supposed when you're the champion, you're supposed to wear the title.
What if you're a heel?
I don't know.
What if you're a heel, but you don't care about the title, but you need the title to get the money, and you care about the money, then you don't care about the title, and you just drag it along.
Well, my thing was what happens if you're King Kong Bundy? You're gonna get it. How do you put the title around him? Come on, let's be real.
You add rope? I don't know.
Otis. If Otis wins the title, is he gonna win?
Look at HBK go.
Look at him go. Make that money, baby. See, it would have been better if they had dollar bills falling from the sky right now.
I have one HBK like this, the one with the blue from SummerSlam. I forget what SummerSlam it is.
96 probably, where it takes on Vader.
That's where it takes on Shawn, because it came with a ladder. So their second ladder match.
On Razor.
Yeah.
Is that might actually be this year then? 95. Could have been 94.
Yeah. So he's wearing that blue gear that he has, but I don't have him with that the whole walkout gear. I want that Ultimate Edition one. It's not necessarily this one. No, it's the one where he faces HBK. I think at the screw job. The Ultimate, the $30 one hasn't dropped. That's why I haven't gotten it. He comes with the belt and everything.
Nice.
Or does he? He should. But he definitely comes with the side gear pants things.
I never understood Jeff Jarrett's getup. Like, I get the trunks, but it's like that upper part that I don't quite understand.
It's because you don't understand sexy, right?
Yeah, fair enough, you know. He spends his days working hard on the road, I guess, you know.
You gotta show off the chest. Look at Shawn checking himself out in the shine of the gold.
Before sort of having that male pattern baldness.
Mm. God damn it, Ryan. You making fun of people with male pattern baldness, huh? You know what that means? It means we produce too much testosterone, which means we're getting fucking jacked, all right? So how about that one?
Just got the small potatoes?
No, it just means it goes to our muscles, all right? I'll pull them out right now.
Yeah.
Pull out my nuts
Actually,
right
one of the funniest ones I've ever heard was like, guy was doing steroids. He was like, did my testicles shrink? Yes, but just remember, small potatoes makes the meat look bigger. I'm like, I guess you can't really argue that.
No, it's some kind of testosterone you produce more of than your body does, and it closes up the pores in your hair or something. Epitestosterone or something.
So we gotta start taking your estrogen.
No, I'm good.
Get those maple titties.
Trying to lose the titties I have. They're diminishing. They're still there. But
how's the keto going?
Good. You know, yesterday was my cheat day. But that's where I was going. I went to go to fucking McDonald's to pick up some food, and then as I was eating it on the way to Target to look for something that I might want to buy for myself, my car goes, and I'm like, what's going on here? And then
you know they had the Target exclusive.
I bet they had Razor over there, because I just turned around and went home. I'm like, fuck, I can't go shopping now. I'm like, I gotta get this fixed before I start trying to drive other places other than work.
Remember one year we were on our way to Montreal. We got a flat tire. Me and my dad.
Right. Say it right. Montreal.
Montreal. If you want to say it right.
Yeah,
T silent. But so we got a flat tire. Me and my dad fix it. First time we've ever had to fix a tire. No idea what we're doing. Figure it out. Get back there. We're sitting down talking to my aunt, and we're like, yeah, you know, she goes, "How'd it take you guys so long?" We go, "We had to fix a flat tire, but once we got it fixed, you know, then we just got back up to about 140 kilometers an hour. I don't know what that is in miles." She's like, "Yeah, we went back up to about 140 and just like booked it, try and make us some time." And we got here, and my aunt's like, "You know, with a spare, you're not supposed to go above like it's like 65 or 70 kilometers an hour." Like, well, we know that now, and hey, we made it, so it's all good, I guess. Two guys who've never changed a tire, fixing it as best as we can, and then just doing like double the speed limit that you're supposed to do with them suckers on there. Oops.
Guys, having a hell of a match over here. HBK and Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, this is like, I love when like I think we talked about it last week with Jarrett and Razor, how I could not stand him when I was growing up, but going back and watching him against these like top caliber performers, and you see like how good he actually is.
Yeah, he works well with HBK, with Razor. I remember seeing him with Diesel too much.
No,
maybe we will the further we get through these.
I think it was a combination of him and his dad.
Royal Rumble spot by Shawn right there.
Go, boom. Oh, right into the Jarrett strut. But yeah, like you can see like when you're a kid why you hate these guys, because they're actually doing their job right.
Yeah.
And then you go back and you watch them perform and you realize how good they are. And if it wasn't for his dad and his attitude, he probably gets a pretty solid run in WWE as opposed to like 2 years here, then gone, 2 years here, then gone, 2 years here, then gone. Like,
man, yesterday it took me longer than it should have to change that stupid tire. So I got out and I checked that it was flat, and I'm like, fuck. So I go, I pop open my trunk and I check under the rug thing, and there it is. There's a spare. There's the Jeff is gonna get counted out here. Why'd he go back in? He would have kept the title. Rolls in and out.
I think he doesn't want to win that way.
Yeah. So I got the jack out too, and then I jack up the car, and then I go to loosen up the bolts, and I'm like, fucking dumbass. You're supposed to loosen them before you fucking pick up the car, or else you don't get any traction with the bolts.
So all the way back down.
Yeah, so I let it back down with not a, it's a jack, but it's the jack that comes with the car, so it's not a badass jack. We got fucking over here Jeff Jarrett doing the same bullshit, in and out.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so I had to let it back down, and then I loosened them, and then I jacked it back up, took it off, put it on, jacked it back down, tightened them, and then got out of there. But I did an extra step. I jacked it back up. I jacked it up.
Yeah, but having to put it up and then just to put it back down and then put it back up.
Yeah, especially on the shitty jack where it's not like, let's go.
Well, yeah, that's great. Oh.
Like putting it in, taking it out, putting it in,
when you
taking
get
it out.
and the first time trying to get those bolts off the tire.
Oh, it was pretty.
Those first couple times you just gotta like stomp on the thing and hope the guy won't snap something.
Yeah. Good thing, Ryan. Come on,
I was gonna say and that's one of those like NASCAR guns. Just
You need them when you got these guns, Ryan. Come on, look at it. I'm a little sore today too in the arms, because in the triceps, because I was like,
what
felt
a
like
rush,
man, dude. After the annoying part went down, and I got home and I took a hit of weed.
Hey, you're naked. Right. Where's all your clothes?
He's not on YouTube, so they're good for now.
Oh man,
I
alive.
was flexing and I switched the camera to me because I just wanted to.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know what it is with Connor, but like I would say a solid 60% of the day, he's naked. You get him dressed, you get him dressed, put him down in the living room for 3 seconds, go to the kitchen, and he just walks by the kitchen. He goes, "Hey, he's naked." I'm like, "How? Why?" Like, we just got dressed. Like, goddamn. We're not going to the park now, buddy. Not like this, we're not.
Jeff's finally back in the ring.
Sean.
Why was I flexing?
Because you were bragging about taking your tire off by yourself.
Oh,
like a man.
So I felt like a fucking man. So I was like,
Until all the girls drove by, I'd like...
Until they're like, look at that old man complaining about it that his back hurts. He might be strong, but he's jacked, but his back is fucked up.
You do that whole thing, you're like, and you say, like, Elizabeth.
Yeah, Elizabeth. That old man got it loose, but it looks like he's dying.
Well, that's like me. Like my kids, if we go to the park and they'll climb up, or we go for a truck, I should say, they'll climb up like a tree stump and like, "Daddy, catch me!" I'm like, okay, and they jump and I catch them. I'm like, "No, catch me!" I'm like, "Hold on a sec, I gotta take a breath here." Ooh, I took a lot of old daddy here. I gotta start working out.
Yeah, I need to start working out. So I don't. Like if I would have stretched, it would have been good. But I didn't have time to stretch. The fucking rain was coming.
Honestly, that's my thing. I need to start like doing some serious yoga and just like running. I just need to like have some cardio for my kids and some a nasty fall by Shawn Micheals. Oof.
Yeah. I think those mats.
Yeah, those mats have give, but not a lot.
They give about 350. Ooh, nice front suplex by Jeff Jarrett. Kick out by HBK there.
It's weird to see HBK for going for the Intercontinental this time, because I want to say like the mid '90s I associate him more with going after like the championship at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously he can't go to the title when his bodyguard, or his former bodyguard, is the champion.
Will they betray him or something like that? That's what happens. Shawn and him get into a feud.
Something happens at the end of this year, because I think it's the next Royal Rumble he eliminates Diesel last. Or actually, you know what? I think it's when they were both heel, and then Shawn kicks him to cost him the Intercontinental title against Razor at SummerSlam.
Okay.
And so it'd be 94. He gives him Sweet Chin music and Diesel's holding Razor, and Razor moves and gets the pin on Diesel to win the title, and then they slowly break up after that, and then Diesel becomes face, and Shawn becomes face, and everything's good in the world again. Two dudes with attitudes.
Oh my god, they couldn't come up with a better fucking name than that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the ref kicks the roadie in the hand.
He sold that anymore. Like that was like the lightest kick.
Earl Hebner putting his foot down. Ooh, running DDT by Jeff Jarrett over here.
So when it comes to guys with attitudes, do you prefer the NWA or the TDWA?
I'll take the NWA.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Didn't even last long either.
No.
Two dudes
Neither
with attitude.
did. That's the thing too. Like two dudes with attitudes, and they're both face. Like you're good guys. Why do you have an attitude if you're a good guy? You're supposed to. Two dudes with no attitude.
They were coming into the attitude era, bro.
Oh, Ninja Turtles are coming by here.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in the Half Shell.
The kids been watching that new, I think was it the Rise of the Ninja Turtles? It's hard, man. Splinter's walking around looking like Mabel.
He's a super
like,
fat.
how is this guy training ninjas, man? Come on, like
He's like a fat mouse, right? And he's not even a rat.
yeah. It's like okay, I get that he's supposed to be older, so maybe he's let himself go over time. But come on, man.
Change animals. They're like,
don't do that to a Splinter.
Kids don't like rats. Let's make him a mouse.
Like April O'Neil going from being white to being black, whatever. Raph now wears a do-rag, whatever.
Isn't he giant too?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like they've completely like if you take a look at the Ninja Turtle cartoon from like '88 and the Ninja Turtle cartoon today, there's aside from their names of the people, nothing's the same.
Mm-hmm. They're all like different sizes, right? According to Turtle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen like pictures and toys, but I walk by them unless they're either the cartoon renditions of NECA that I've seen or the NECA figures that I've looked for, the movie ones.
Yeah.
That I have.
Dude, Wish had the turtles that you got from the movies. Mm-hmm. The four turtle set for $22.
Where? Oh, Wish? Nah, they're super fake.
Wish. No, they're not. You trying to tell me that Wish would send me some fake shit?
They're just as real as the cup with the popped out cock on it. So that I keep getting as a fucking offer. I'm like,
yeah.
I don't care if Ryan likes it. I'm not getting one.
Yeah. 2 for the price of 1. Well, why not?
It's like, well, if you put it that way, then I'll take 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was the only one that would get weird shit like that, and then you told me, you're like, nah, I get weird shit like that too. And then like you see people's memes, it's like, why is Wish offering me butt plugs? It's like, what the hell does it think I want? Like,
yeah. Well, it's like if you're on, you have your phone in your pocket and you say something, and the next thing you know, you're getting ads for it. Like maybe you're walking around saying like, yeah, this girl wanted me to put a butt plug, and like, wait, wait a minute, what? Why does Wish thinking? Oh, because no. That was a really weird move by Shawn.
St. Shawn messed up.
Well, he just kind of stood there with his arm out. It's like, hey, here, Jeff, I know you're struggling. Just run into here. It was a nice dropkick there. I didn't realize how long Jeff was in WCW for, too. Because he's going to go to WCW for parts of 95, 96, and then 99, 2000. I remember that one, but I don't remember him being there.
2000, Ryan. You're just going to rub it in? That he was a leader of the NWO and he ruined everything?
See, that's the thing. I remember him going to WCW then, but I don't remember him being WCW after this Intercontinental title run.
Yeah, I don't remember too much about him. He wasn't in any major storylines or anything. I don't know what he was doing.
Probably had like a US title or a TV title or something. Because he was there just, I think, pre-NWO, when just as the NWO was starting up. I think it was.
Shawn Micheals hulking up over here.
See, because Jarrett doesn't have the arm directly under the neck.
Big back body drop by
Nice back body drop.
by Shawn to give him some time to recover. They're both out flat on their back. Referee's
See,
counting.
I hate that I know how this match ends because I know nothing about this match up until watching it.
They've gotten some time.
Yeah, last year when they put the Intercontinental title, the 20 greatest matches there, that like 7-hour documentary. This was one of the matches that was put up.
Check out mine and Ryan's episode where we break down our favorite Intercontinental Championship matches of all time.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, that was fun.
Real list. I kind of just picked any matches that were Intercontinental Champion matches.
Yeah, just matches that we liked.
Yeah.
I think I actually picked up that ladder match with Razor and then Shawn from SummerSlam. I think that was one of them.
Mm-hmm. Mine was probably like WrestleMania 10 or something.
I know for sure that I was like Bret versus Mr. Perfect, Bret versus Bret versus anybody.
Yeah, for a while there, we were doing we were doing everyone else, but it seemed like we were doing Bret Hart episodes.
And yeah,
for a while
against everyone.
Yeah,
and I mean, and that's the thing. Like to Bret's credit, is like he worked with anyone that Vince wanted him to.
Mm-hmm.
There's old signature move by Shawn here.
And he already had adopted the sweet chin music by now, right? Well, he was doing it.
He was definitely using it by now.
What was it before? Like a body
Just
slam
back,
off of
back suplex, like what he just did like a minute ago. Not even. It was just he just like when Jarrett had him in the headlock, just like the back body drop. Mm-hmm. That's all he did. Just picked him up, dropped on his back, and that was it. It was bizarre.
Weak.
And I remember we were watching him and Max Moon on the debut Raw.
When he just
and they're like, yeah, here comes his back body drop, and it's 1, 2, 3. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, all right, that's your finisher. Right.
Didn't you get back body dropped like 6 times during the match, dude?
Yeah. I think he even hit Sweet Chin Music, and it wasn't his finisher. It was just a move he did.
And we're like, it's over, and it's like, what?
Yeah, it kicked out of Sweet Chin Music, but the back body drop puts him away. They're getting him a lot of time here.
Yeah. Jeff Jarrett kicking out of the elbow off the second rope. Homage to the Macho Man.
I was going to say Macho Man, HBK, CM Punk. Who got the elbow for you?
What's that? Kairi Sane? I like her elbow.
Oh, yeah, Kairi Sane's is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty theatric when she gets up in the air because she's all tiny and small.
Yeah.
She kicks her feet like straight up in the air, so it looks like she's like almost like a dagger pointing down. Oh, yeah. Well, it's almost like a video game shit, like
Mortal Kombat stuff.
Yeah, like you jump in the air and like come down like a dagger. Look like wow.
Yeah. I always hit the Shawn Micheals one. Mm-hmm. He sold that like. I mean, Macho Man was just it's classic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He glides through the air. Whoa.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate how like guys since then use that move, but they've added something to it. They don't just keep it the exact same. Like, even CM Punk changed it up a little bit, and his was a straight homage to Macho.
I think Bailey does it almost the same. Doesn't change it up that much. Doesn't make it her own, I guess.
Speaking of like Mortal Kombat stuff, have you seen the new 2K video game that they're doing
for
WWE? Because they're taking a break from the 2K series, right? Because they want to fix up the bugs. But they're putting out their next video game is going to be more. It looks like it's going to be like more Mortal Kombat Street Fighter style, but like in a ring.
I have that game.
Battleground. WWF Battleground. WWE Battlegrounds.
I have that game. It's that game that they did with Midway. Remember back in the day where like Razor Ramon would hit people, but like razor blades would come out? Is it
yeah.
Like
exactly. It's like that, but it's like they're revamping it.
Yeah, The Undertaker, you do like a 2-hit combo, and then the third hit, he'd come out with a tombstone, and boom! You hit Yokozuna, and turkeys fly out. Doink hits you with hammers.
Hammers and whoopee cushions.
I think it was like WrestleMania for the Sega or something like that.
Yeah. They're doing like a game. There was one they did a few years back too, where like guys were just like jacked, almost looked like Incredible Hulk.
Like me?
Yeah, exactly. Like you fixing a tire.
Mm-hmm.
They put a game out like that, and it was like they had like Andre the Giant, but he was like ripped and massive.
Oh, Legends of Wrestling or something like that. I used to play those games.
Yeah, something like that. They put one out there, but it was like all WC or WWE guys like Cena. You could do Cena versus Hulk Hogan, but they were just like overly animated. They're doing something similar like that, but it looks like it's going to be Oh, miscue by Rhodey. Got the wrong guy.
Damn, that's it.
That's it. And there's your new champion.
New Intercontinental Champion.
See, that's why when you cheat, you should be looking at the ring, not trying to reach. Don't reach around. Reach forward.
Or be Mexican.
Or be Mexican.
Yeah. You can lie, you cheat, you steal.
So what music was better, Jeff Jarrett's or Shawn Micheals?
Shawn Micheals, 100%. Who's singing it? I can't hear it, but it's him by this point, right? He doesn't have the Sherry version that long.
No, I think Sherry was when that started, and then he takes it over right away.
And it's him. I'm just a sexy boy.
It's so classic, eh?
Yeah.
And he uses it for so long.
Does he still? Yeah, right? He better.
He still uses it when he comes out. Even when he was commissioner, when he was in the corporation, that was his stuff. Like, good guy, bad guy didn't matter. That was his song.
Mm-hmm. I love going back and watching this because I get to see I don't remember the white strap that much back in the day. And, I know...
No, I don't know.
I know it made a resurgence, but, we've seen it for, a couple pay-per-views now. I guess
I remember, in the early 90s, it was the regular black strap. That plate, but with a black or even maybe a dark blue strap. Although I like the white the white and gold actually matches perfectly with Shawn.
I know Ultimate Warrior had a yellow one when he faced Hogan at WrestleMania. And I know there's a teal one that Shawn had as well.
Yeah.
But there's also a teal World Heavyweight Championship belt that I have with Warrior in one of my figs.
Yeah, Warrior had teal, he had purple, he had all sorts of color schemes with his.
Yeah, that's why Sergeant Slaughter has it, because he beat Warrior when Macho Man hit him with the scepter in the head.
That's right.
So...
And he was only champion for a month and a half, so by the time they switched the belt over, it was just so he could drop it to Hogan.
Yeah. Brother.
I'm so sorry.
It's the main event now, right?
Thought
there was a tag match.
There's still a tag match to go, yeah. Oh, look at that. That's weird. What? 1, 2, 3 Kid, Razor Ramon, Diesel all front and center to greet Shawn Michaels. That's bizarre. It's almost like they're friends or something.
Mm-hmm. Like some kind of clique.
Yeah. We should give them a name.
Yeah.
The 4 guys with attitudes.
Yeah, right? They look like degenerates, though.
I love how all the guys in the background are like, three-time Intercontinental champion, this guy, he's the best. It's
The Miz is 7 now. What the hell?
Yeah. Jericho, I think, had 8 at one point.
Yeah, Jericho's probably the most winningest now.
I think he is, yeah.
Especially out of the company. Since he's done it out of WWE, and he's won the New Japan.
I think that's why I think Miz has the most WWE because Jericho jumped ship, and then the AEW New Japan whatever gave him the Intercontinental or their Intercontinental, so he's technically got one more than the Miz now, or
yeah, right before Miz, right before AEW was a thing. They in New Japan they made him champion. I think even Moxley has become champion in New Japan.
He was champion, yeah. He was champion there briefly. I don't know if he was champion when he first jumped to AEW or if it was right before he went to AEW. But I remember him having a US or an Intercontinental, whatever.
Actually, you might be right. He was the US. He might not have.
He definitely had a New Japan championship in some way. I forget which one it was exactly, but
I heard TNA got a access deal. I might start checking them out.
Nice.
Sling has access, so.
What's going on with the Abyss? Do you remember Abyss?
I think he's in creative now for TNA. He never jumped ship.
I could have swore I heard that he signed with WWE back a month, not a month ago, but a few months back. I could have swore I heard that he had signed with WWE to do backstage stuff, but I never really heard much outside of that.
The king of motherfucking hearts. And the Yokozuna.
Yeah, how's Yokozuna going to put a tail around his waist?
Hater, right?
3 titles to put around his waist.
So, I know I mention it all the time, but that's one of my favorite figs, that Yokozuna with the 2 belts.
It is, yeah.
Because it's homage to Owen. I know Owen doesn't get a fig, but they made Yokozuna with the 2 belts.
Yeah, yep. R.I.P. Owen, 21 years yesterday.
Dude, did you see You had
Dark
it.
Side?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna ask. You had to see it.
I'm watching it tonight.
What?
I haven't watched it yet. I was kind of waiting. I was going to watch it last night, but then me and Kara ended up putting on Dead to Me on Netflix. We went and started watching that.
Yeah, wrestling can wait.
So I'm going to put Dark Side with Owen Hart. I'm going to start that one up tonight.
Yeah, it gets you in the feels.
That's what John Davis said. When he said he was, he said I saw he had a post saying watching Dark Side. I said, "Oh, which one is he?" He goes, "Owen Hart." He's like, "Makes you want to hug your kids." I was like, "Oh man, I don't know if I can watch this." Then
Bam, 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 bam. It's like it sucks because, like I've mentioned it before, selfishly I want Owen
The
Hart
figure.
fig to go with my collection, whatever. But if it doesn't matter, my fig collection doesn't matter. You know, that's selfish reasons. You know, if his family doesn't want him in there, his family doesn't want him in there. His son doesn't want him in there. His daughter doesn't want him in there. They don't want him in there.
Is that true? The kids don't want it either.
They don't want him in there.
I wonder how much of that has to do with the mother also, like keeping distance from the family and the business. Because I'm sure that if they were to sit down with,
Yeah,
I guess
like
only Bret, like they can't talk to the parents.
Yeah.
They can't talk to. I mean,
just after seeing it, they're like our only memories are happy memories with our dad, and wrestling took him away from us. And I'm like,
yeah, I get that. I get that for sure.
I'm like, all right, like there's nothing I can say. Like I can't say anything. I have to just be like, all right, you know what? Let me find a fucking super close body sculpt, which I don't think there is one. Like,
I've seen pictures that people have of
customs,
of like custom made guys, and they got Pillman, Neidhart, like they had the Hart Foundation from '97 with the leather jackets. So like, it was all custom made stuff. So they definitely, and they had no one Hart, so they can. I've never looked into prices.
Yeah, well, that would be pretty hard. Well, because you have to get the custom Owen. You can get everyone else, and the thing is, you'd have to buy duplicates. Because I know there was a 2-pack where you can get those Hart Foundation jackets in a 2-pack. But I think they're from their Jack's Pacific line. I don't think they're from the Mattel line. So I think you'd have to even go back.
I think that's an older line.
Yeah, I think you have to go back like different company that doesn't even make toys anymore and find 4 of those so you can get 4 jackets of the Hart Foundation. And then, like right now, I'm missing Anvil. If I have those two, I have the 2 belts vacant because I'm not gonna get an Owen and they don't fit around Yoko, so they're just sitting there vacant because I don't have a tag team that's worthy enough of wearing them. I need to buy a tag team that could strap them on. I have the 2 cool dudes with attitude, but
yeah, there you go. You can have. They had all.
I'll leave them.
They
off.
had all 4 titles at once.
Yeah, they did, but I'll leave them off.
God, look at Yoko's legs, though, man. You look at Yoko's thigh goes below his knee. Ooh.
It's overflowing.
I hate it because he was one of the few heels that I always loved. Like when he was fighting Bret Hart, I was just like amazed by this guy because of how good he could move.
Dude, and look at the camera, how they do it. When he's gonna take a slam, the camera's touching the mat, so it trembles when he hits. Doof.
Yeah.
There's the camera angle, and the production's pretty good on that too. They sold it really well that he was our enemy, at least to me, a Mexican American, American, I guess, Mexican American. I hated Yokozuna. He was the big bad heel from Japan that wanted to take over and wanted to beat my heroes in the wrestling business.
Lex Luger.
Lex Luger loved America, so I guess.
It's weird to think how long Lex Luger was in WWF.
He's cheating. He's got that shit in his arm, doesn't he?
That was his finisher. Yeah. It was illegal for him to use it, but it was his finishing move. It's like, okay.
Oh shit! Did Yoko fall on Owen's
toes? How much do you want to bet that was not scripted? That was just Owen pulling a funny.
You can tell how creative fucking Owen is just by the way he can act and sell, and even getting over the King of the Ring when he won it by calling himself the King of Hearts.
Yeah.
Like he even took it to another level. Not just King of the Ring. I'm the King of the family, the King of the Hearts.
Right. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. You can see
the split up coming here too, eh?
Yeah, with him and Yokozuna.
Because you're gonna see in the next soon enough, Diesel, or is it Diesel or Lugar? One of them, British Bulldog, turns on him and joins Camp Cornette, and we actually had that pay-per-view. We've watched it. I think it was In Your House, where Yoko attacks Jim Cornette.
Yeah.
We watched that one a few weeks ago. So it's definitely coming at some point this year, because Davey's gonna get his next heel run soon enough. Because by the end of this year, he's fighting Bret Hart for the title.
Yoko?
Davey Boy.
Davey Boy Smith?
Davey Boy Smith. No, heavyweight.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I think it's November, December. He's
the rematch from the England card, right? Where Davey beat him for the IC belt.
Yeah, and that was the big thing. It was like the sister. Again, they pulled the sister card of like, oh, she doesn't want to see her husband and her brother fighting, and Davey's got the one win on him, and Bret gets some serious color in that match.
Yeah. Damn, is this before or after the braids?
He loses the braids here, and then when he becomes heel, he's gonna shave his head, or not shave his head. But he's gonna get like that buzz cut that we end up seeing, like the John Cena style,
kind of square it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Owen Hart showing off his athleticism over here. Look at this.
You look in the ring right now, and 75% of the competitors are. Oh, that was bad.
Not cool.
Jim Cornette didn't. Jim Cornette did the same as us. But yeah, 75% of the competitors in this match are dead, and Lex Luger's not exactly in good places these days. Also,
is he wheelchair bound still?
Every time I see him, he's in a wheelchair. I don't know if that's just for getting from I gotta believe if he's in a wheelchair for a convention, he's got to be in a wheelchair most of the time. Maybe I don't know if he's as bad as Dynamite was, but British Bulldog looking really good here. Yoko with the club. And here you go, the classic. I always love the classic babyface that distracts the referee so the heels can get the double team. That was always good. Here comes the big man. Oof, the wishbone. Yokozuna just doing work here now on Davey Boy.
Sorry, my dad called me about something.
Owen waving the Japanese flag here. Yo, man, Mr. Fuji, man, have you heard some of his ribs with the shit that he'd pull on people?
Yeah. He used to terrify people.
Yeah, like there was one guy, he made him drive like 4 hours in the wrong direction, and then 4 hours in the right direction. He had told the other wrestler, said something like, "You had to go through the same things." Like, yeah, but you drove. It's like, and there was one guy, I forget who it was, but he just straight up told him like, "Yeah, I killed your dog." He's like, "You love that dog?" He's yeah. I'm like, I killed it, and I'm gonna eat it. And it was just like, I don't know if he actually ate it, but his rib was that he killed this guy's dog. This kind of like the Al Snow and Mr. Bossman angle from the late '90s with Pepper.
I wonder if he used a lot of pepper to go with that dish.
You always want to spice up your chihuahua. Jim Cornette here looking like he's going to have a brain aneurysm in a second. God, he could turn pink so quickly. Bulldog fighting back here against Yoko. This is a fun match. Yoko with the quick tag into Owen here. Owen going to go for the pin? No, it's not.
Yeah, they were trying to reach my nephew and they couldn't get him. Bought soda or something. I don't know.
Oh, nice heel kick. Yeah, I think Lex Luger, if Vince McMahon never does that World Bodybuilding Federation or whatever it was, If Lex Luger never goes to WWF, it's probably best for both parties, I think.
What a drain of money for that shit. Just like the XFL. He's got to sell it.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard something like, oh, God. Oh, look at sell that shit so good. I heard that Bulldog, Vince is actually selling his portion of the XFL or something so that he can just buy the entire thing straight out.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't read the whole article. I just was reading it. I was distracted.
Well, I heard they're just taking this year off. They're not going to, like...
Yeah, they said that it's not for sure done. They want to come back, and I don't know, man. At this point, it's like, the USFL tried it. XFL's tried it twice. I mean, it sucks, but I mean, NFL's got that on lockdown.
Uh-oh, here comes the big man. Yokozuna.
I think it meant Lex Luger. Muscles popping through the skin.
Steel popping through the skin.
Yeah.
Was it a motorcycle accident?
I think so, yeah. Some kind of car accident of some kind, yeah, or motor vehicle. So this is 1994 SummerSlam main event, Yoko and Luger.
Year before that?
Yeah. Luger getting the win over Yoko by, I think it was count out. Oh. I love Luger. Hey, you want to hold my hand? He was like a little unsure about that at first.
Yeah. Like Luger was all for it, and Davey Boy's like, all right.
We're different over in England, but okay. We got Yoko kicks out and still win.
How's he able to lift that fucking ham hock?
Yeah. Steroids.
Davey Boy working on his brother-in-law in the corner here. Yokozuna running. Ooh, both move out of the way.
No. This is going to be so
Bulldog
ugly.
And Lex.
This is going to be so ugly.
Oh, no. They back body drop Yoko, and he took that on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Owen. Ooh, that looked nice.
That was smooth.
He drops the double axe handle on
We actually
Lex Luger, who was pinning Yoko.
He kicked Bulldog in the head when he tried to get out of the ring there.
Damn, the 3 count. Yoko hits the leg drop and gets the 3 count.
Leaned in the middle.
Yeah. I like those tag titles. Beautiful tag titles.
So, this is the era of titles, man. Those tag titles, Intercontinental, Heavyweight.
Yeah.
This is the golden era for WWF titles.
Mm-hmm. Look at Cornette's racket, too. It's all sparkly.
Yeah. Heels got to have something they can use. Look at him. Like we got he's still talking smack to the guys. The guys aren't even paying attention. He's talking shit to them.
I forgot it was a title match. Fuji's out there barefoot.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They don't wear shoes in Japan, Raph. Come on.
I thought they were those wooden ones.
Nope, that's not Japan. Like Vince McMahon probably sees like one movie from like the 1920s and is like, that's how they are, huh? Okay, perfect.
Barefoot.
We can run with it. Why aren't they wearing shoes? They're from the island. The Islanders can't wear shoes. They're savages. Savages don't wear shoes. Like Rusev breaks his foot and he misses like 3 months of work. You're Bulgarian. You don't wear shoes.
You got 149, so we call per minute, right?
Yeah.
We talk to HBK right now.
But $1.99 for me. How is Puerto Rico's the same as Canada? Hey, that's not Puerto Rico. That's the Captain America logo.
What? Yeah, he did wear that he did have that shield for a little bit.
Captain Puerto Rico? What? Oh, here come the Lumberjacks.
King Kong Bundy, the heels too, right?
Yeah, King Kong Bundy, Skip. There's Rad Radford. Okay, so that guy with the backwards black hat, that's Louis Spicolli. He's not going to be around much longer here. He's going to be dead sooner than later, unfortunately.
So back in April, Sid betrayed HBK because he wanted to go after the title.
And this is where Diesel and him become friends. See, when you put Sid up against a guy like Shawn or a guy like Bret, he could sell like he could look so good, but you put him up against another big guy, he couldn't make it work right. I don't know what it was. Same as Diesel. Diesel and Shawn could you could believe them. Diesel and Bret, you could believe Diesel against Sid, like what we just saw here, that original In Your House. That match was okay.
It was what it was.
Exactly, yeah. For some, these guys here need to have smaller guys to make their matches work.
I have that Sid in the Mattel version.
In the red?
No, not in the red, but the one where he'd come out with the vest, but now with the pants.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It might even be this gear that he's gonna wear for this match, because this was the In Your House one that he wore. I wish I had that Bam Bam. That'd be pretty cool. They made one already.
I had the LJN Bam Bam from back in the day.
Pretty sweet.
Yo, I love it. Dr. James Andrews.
That quack.
It looked like he was looking at a seismograph instead of someone's elbow x-rays, but okay.
Why is Errol jumping all the way to the outside?
There's only a 2 count. Yeah, because you jumped out of the ring.
That's it I have. Except he comes with the vest, so I could take out the vest.
Nice. That's a nice outfit for Diesel, too. That kind of like gray black combo on the top. It's like all black, but it's like got gray design.
Yeah, that's a rare Diesel. I have the Intercontinental Diesel. The World Championship Diesel is a rare one. He's like $200. That one right there with the gray top and the black bottom. Because he's an early series and he was a variant, so they didn't even make that many of them. The variant was the NWO version of it was Kevin Nash NWO with the title. He was in red.
I was looking at some like the rarest figures out there, like for collectors, and there's like an Ultimate Warrior that's just all gray. Almost looks like it was like modeled of clay. And I don't know why it was released the way it was. I don't know if they like stopped during production and they said, well, we already have all these made, just put them out as whatever. But there's something like $1,800 for one. It's like, fuck.
Well, like
early Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Yeah, so you know how I have the defining moments that I don't want to open because they have cool packaging.
Yeah.
So when Warrior came back, he worked out a deal where they only made 15 of. He had the Warrior coat and he had the Warrior paint, but he had the short hair. But they only made 15 of them.
Okay.
Kurt Hawkins has one of them. That's like a super rare. It's like $500 for either one.
Oof.
Because he worked out a deal where they only made 15 of them. So if you get one out, you're lucky as fuck.
Yeah, seriously.
My rarest shit would probably be that Macho Man Mattel.
Mattel Macho.
Yeah.
With
the debut Macho Man for Mattel back in the line.
That's the one with the WrestleMania 7 retirement match.
The white and purple gear.
Yeah, that's a fucking dope one.
Yeah. We got Kevin Nash over here yelling at the camera.
This is going to be a fast match, too, because we only got, 15 minutes left on the card.
If it's 2 hours, yeah. 20 minutes. Well, the walkout's going to take out another one. Why? The Undertaker's people have been out there this whole time.
Oof.
Or am I remembering them from King of the Ring?
What's that, sorry?
The Undertaker people? The people in the ring? Or out in the crowd?
I'm not sure.
You didn't see them? They're all, face painted up, and they look like they're all goth.
I'm trying to figure out what they were there for, because they zoomed right in on them.
Yeah, I think they've been there for a while, though. I think I saw them at...
One guy looked like he was into the Undertaker eye roll, but instead he just closed his eyes.
No, I think he's been there I'm not sure if he was there at the King of the Ring or the Raw before this or the Raw. I don't know if he's just been there for a while. He might be a plant for the Undertaker. Which I think does have a match, but after it's like a coffin match, a dark match.
Oh, okay. He's not even Psycho here. He's just Sid.
Wee. Are
you agreeing with me in French?
Yeah. Wee.
The original Dane O'Brien. Yes. Would
you mention Dane O'Brien right now? They have him with the turquoise belt that he came out with he's $14.99 right now, so he dropped $5. I wouldn't mind getting him because he comes with a belt that might be rare because he's the only one that's gonna come with it.
Right.
That belt's not gonna get made again, unless there's a defining moments of him. All right, you convinced me, Ryan. I'm gonna get him.
Look, I love this though. They got the Kid, Razor, Michaels, and Diesel, the original Click.
Hey!
All right there.
They got Spark Plug Bob Holly out there, right?
Yeah. The original Hunter Hearst Helmsley before they found out Hunter Hearst Helmsley didn't drink. And they're like, yeah, perfect. Double designated driver.
That'd be cool. He's hanging out the heels, all right?
Yeah, he's got to be like, what, a couple months into his run here. Because he debuted at April 95.
Duke the Dumpster. These big men going at it right away.
And oh man.
Diesel with the power knocking Psycho sit out, and here we go.
Lumberjack matches are always the best.
Oh, you're right. Razor was out there.
The good guys would always throw the bad guy back in. The bad guys would always beat the shit out of the good guys. And then the good guys would chase the bad guys around, and then there'd be no Lumberjacks left except for one, and you knew that guy was going to help whoever win.
Yeah. What the hell?
He's leaving. It's over. I'm done.
This is this is one of the few times that I see that both sides get to pick their Lumberjacks. Nowadays, it's mostly they put you in a Lumberjack match, and it's just it is heels and
yeah, they do a mixture of
heels and faces, but it's not picked by the guys themselves. This is picked by like they did a debut on Raw before this.
See Dr. Tom down there at the corner?
Yeah. Ted DiBiase hit the oh shit. Ooh. Damn, they're getting at him.
There you go.
Like piranhas.
Get your kicks in.
And here come all the fucking faces to stop this.
I guess here comes Shawn.
Oh, off the top rope.
Rikishi in there, right? Rikishi with that, like the Fresh Prince jacket over here.
Yeah.
And it's anything goes. You can't be disqualified in a Lumberjack match.
Nope.
There's a picture of me. Oh, fuck. I was probably like 8 or 9 years old. And I was just relaxing in a chair at my parents' house. Yellow t-shirt and overalls. Mm-hmm. And my kids are found these pictures. They're looking through these pictures. They're like, Daddy, look at you. You look like a farmer. And I pick it up. I'm like, God damn it. I look like fucking Henry Godwin over here. Kara's like, you almost look like a Minion. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to run with Minion because Henry Godwin's a lot worse.
Hey, the Godwins won the titles. No, I don't think so. Maybe.
No, they did.
You could have been their manager, mascot guy.
Oh, come on! Eventually, I had to take my shirt off and just wear overalls, and I'm too shameful.
Yeah. Ooh, nasty kick by Sid to Nash. Wee.
I said it last week. I'll say it again. I love Sid. This incarnation of Sid in WWF is so good.
Sucks for Diesel that that him and Sid had horrible matches. You would think that it would be a better combination with both of them.
That's what I mean. Like, obviously, matchups make everything, right? Mm-hmm. But Sid and Diesel needed to work with the smaller guys because when they had to, look at how Savio and Razor's a big guy, but Savio and Razor taking on Mabel earlier in the night, they made that match watchable, even though it was not that good. Diesel and Mabel could not work. Mm-hmm. Diesel is the kind of guy that needs to either beat you up until you beat him or get beat up until he recovers. And when he's a face, he's got to get beaten up. And I don't know. The big guys that are there to beat him up aren't the right caliber of guys.
Fatsu got his hat back.
Yeah. I gotta get
they tried King
I have
Mabel.
to get the hat that says Ryan like that, like Duke has.
They're eventually gonna try King Mabel with Diesel, and it just doesn't work out. That shit's garbage.
I mean, and his title run had to end. They weren't going to give him much more than that 1 year. So you knew that come Survivor Series, around Survivor Series this year, he was probably going to have to drop the title eventually. And you see that match that he has with Bret Hart. Bret Hart carried him the same way that Shawn carried him at WrestleMania earlier this year. Diesel just diving it.
Yeah, taking out the heel Lumberjacks. Some of them are even laughing. They're like, oh, look at this.
I was going to say that one guy. Like, no, is that Techno Team 2000 that's in there?
I don't know.
There was a tag team. I forget who it was, but his son was involved in it. And they were just a garbage team. I got to look this up to see when they were there. Who was that guy?
Techno Team 2000, you were saying?
Mm.
Boom. Nash with the, what did you say, the clothesline on the ropes? I don't know.
Yeah.
Clotheslining him with the ropes.
No, the Snake
Eyes. Duke blocking it. All up in the shot.
Techno Team. Yeah, that has to be them. Bill Watts, that's it. Troy Watts. So it's Bill Watts' son, and that was them. Because they started in 94 and they were gone by the summer of 96. So yeah, so there are two guys that are out there. They have it looks like a burgundy trunks. They're on Diesel's side. Kind of long hair. That's Bill Watts' kid is one of those guys, and they are in and out really fast.
Mm-hmm. This is interesting to see. Is this just going to feed into the feud with Mabel and Diesel? Because I'm going to watch the Raws leading up to In Your House 3. Because Mabel and Mo seem to be the ones that are fucking up
him the most. Yeah. So so Techno Team is the team at the bottom corner right now with the guy with the long red hair. Mountain Rock or something. Yeah, this is definitely the sell because Mabel's doing work on Diesel here, and they're taunting him and everything.
King of the Ring wants that championship.
Mm-hmm. I wonder, because I remember when Brock Lesnar won the King of the Ring, he got a title shot at SummerSlam. And I know that they did some random King of the Rings getting a title shot here, but I wonder when that became like the Royal Rumble went to WrestleMania and then the King of the Ring went to SummerSlam. That was a thing for a while. Sid really working.
Choking the big man out.
Gotta keep him down.
Keep that oxygen out of his body. Mabel, King of the Ring. Get the fuck out of here.
They needed some big bad guy, man.
That's got to be the worst King of the Ring winner ever.
Yeah. That's hard to argue. Maybe Billy Gunn.
Oh.
Billy Gunn's up there too because
yeah.
I mean, King of the Ring was. I mean, Bret Hart was over already, but King of the Ring was always a way to like push someone to the next level, like Shamrock and Edge and those kind of guys. Mm-hmm. Even Mabel, it was a way to push him to the next level.
Yeah. King of Hearts, Owen Hart.
Mm-hmm, yeah, to kind of he was no longer in Bret's shadow. He was the King of the Ring now.
Yeah, let's add some layers to this onion.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I give them credit more often than not. They got it right, but there were some that they got wrong. Even when you look at Austin, Triple H, Kurt Angle.
This is a weak ass powerbomb by Sid.
This is as best as he could do. Diesel. Although I give him credit because he had Bam Bam up. He got Diesel twice last time we watched. Pretty good.
Come on, Sid. You know you're not going to get the 3 when you did all that shit.
I love when the baby faces are cheering on their guy. It's like, come on, you know that in World of Professional Wrestling, there's no such thing as friends. You don't get a bonus because the baby face is still the champion. Get out of here.
Sid goes for a second powerbomb, but a reversal by Diesel.
This is it. This is where he's got to make his big comeback.
Yeah.
Diesel's been going for almost 7 minutes, so you know it's almost over.
Oh, they're both blown up, I know.
other.
Especially with Sid hitting the powerbomb already.
You gotta think Diesel
Diesel
versus.
jumped over the top ropes.
You think Diesel versus Mabel? Do you think that's gonna be a 30-minute barn burner?
Yeah, how stupid is Sid? He goes out there and he starts fighting the fucking Lumberjacks for no reason.
Look at Shawn. He's ready.
Oh, double axe handle, and the ref's letting this happen.
This is like if you're playing Mario and you get to Bowser, and all of a sudden you call all like Toad and Yoshi and Luigi's all start kicking Bowser's ass, so that you just get the pin really quick and save the princess.
Are you on shrooms? Right.
I love how Razor's just wearing like a purple WWF shirt too.
Yeah. He had a match earlier, bro. He's just trying to relax.
That's it. Not Shawn. Shawn's got to fucking put that gear on. Make it known you can buy my merchandise.
Oh, big boot into the pin. You saw that? The transition?
That's it. 1, 2, 3.
What? Why didn't he pick up the big bad Sid?
Why bother? He was already out for the 3 count. He was so tired from being attacked outside the ring.
Damn, and Diesel gets his moment to celebrate with the championship.
Now pick him up and put him on your shoulders.
And all his buddies. And
Roger
damn,
Mabel.
yeah, see, there we go. I think this is going to lead to the Mabel versus Diesel match. Damn.
Now so Diesel's got the title, Shawn's got Intercontinental, so they got to get the tag titles from I think actually the next In Your House is title versus title, like that 2-man power trip versus Brothers of Destruction that we covered.
God damn.
I think it's the exact same. I think it's In Your House 3. Let me take a look. In Your House.
If we did 3, did we break it down or cover it? If we did 3, we should probably just skip it and jump to 4.
I don't recall doing 3. No, yeah, number 3, the main event is going to be the 2 dudes with attitudes against the British Bulldog and Yokozuna for the tag team titles. Something happens with Owen, Hart, and Bulldog steps in. So Bulldog is going to be a heel by the next pay-per-view.
Okay. Well, I'm down to do that one then.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun one.
Yeah.
These In Your Houses, man, they're fucking classic. I love them.
Yeah, buddy.
And the good news is that we will be able to. I have a source set up, so even if I lose with the network when breaking news when I move to Windsor next month, obviously I won't be using the same cable sources in Windsor as I am in Kitchener, but I will have access to the network still, so we'll be going for a long time.
Cool. Yeah, so if I'll see if I can set some time aside if I get bored or something, because I have these next couple of days off. Maybe we can squeeze in another In Your House. The next one.
Yeah, if there's something you want to squeeze in, like in an afternoon someday, and Monday or Tuesday, let me know. I'll be down. You said you're off Tuesday, or you're back to work Tuesday?
I'm back to work Wednesday.
Yeah, so if you want to squeeze something in the next couple of afternoons, if you want to throw something in, let me know. I'll just be here hanging out with the family, doing our stuff.
Cool. Is this ended? This is just promo for the next one?
They're just showing the pay-per-view highlights at this point.
Pay-per-view highlights.
All this is.
Cool. I want to thank you, Ryan, for joining me for another episode of Full Heel Podcast In Your House edition. I
love being in the viewers' houses.
I should adjust it and put it should be WW or FHP stuck in your house, because we're all we're all COVID.
And that's actually really fucking good.
Yeah, stuck in your house.
That's what AEW should have been doing at their pay-per-view last night. Mm-hmm. They should AEW stuck in your house.
Yeah. So speaking of that, tune in later on. Me and Jeff will be breaking down the AEW pay-per-view that was Double or Nothing, I think, yesterday or something. All in.
Yeah, I think it was Double or Nothing was last night. Yeah.
So
I'm definitely have to check that thing out.
Yeah, me and Jeff will give you a breakdown of what we thought and talk about the matches. So stay tuned for that. This isn't even over, so I guess any final thoughts, Ryan?
Honestly, man, I'm just gonna keep it short, sweet. thank you for everything that you do. You're a good friend, and I appreciate you more than I can put into words. I love you, brother. Thank you, and you know, hard times, baby, but I love having people like you in my life for these things. So thank you very much, my friend.
Love you too, buddy. Please go ahead and subscribe to the podcast. Looks like we're gonna beat next month. I'm not trying to jinx it or anything, but
You already doing better from the last month's record, or
it's cutting it. It's still got 6 days, and it's close to last month's download. So that's still good.
well, fuck, let's get you recording. Football and Full Heel. Come on, get going.
Yeah, I told him to send me the pic. I think he already sent me the picture because I told him to send me a picture of this weekend's game so I can already Photoshop it and have it ready for Tuesday.
Nice.
I need to go and do Jeff's and mine's right now in the description. That way, when he's ready and off of work, I can just hit play.
Pretty fast.
Yeah, this is already set up anyway, so I'll just leave this up. All right, Ryan. Thanks a lot. I'll see if I have any free time during the week so we can do another episode of this.
For sure.
Take it easy, buddy, and we'll see you guys next time on the Full Heel Podcast. Whatever.
Whatever.